is going to be a Peachy guide for the category Madhouse New Game 100% on PC. I recently did a guide for the Madhouse any percent new game, and also did that one a Peachy / comfy style, just so if anybody wants to use it for completing trophies, or if they want to get into speedrunning, it's kind of an easier way to do it, not stressing you out with like the best strats out there, or the ones that I know at least. In that video I did cover all the settings in excruciating detail, so because of that I'm going to provide a link to that other video so you can watch the beginning of it to see the settings, because it's going to be the same exact for this one. But this one we're just going to jump straight into actual gameplay. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll just talk through things as they happen. Okay, so we're going to be skipping ahead here. I'm going to do it on the majority of the cutscenes in the game. Just gonna skip ahead so you don't have to suffer through it. Okay, first things first though, you don't actually have to do anything with Ethan until you step out of the car and he's standing up, right? You don't have to do anything to help him get out of the car. But for the first part, it's just I would say running simulator, but we're running at a snail's pace, so it's pretty much just a walking simulator at the beginning. Ethan has no sense of urgency. So this category, since it's 100%, you have to get all of the coins. You have to read all the files. You have to shoot all the bobbleheads. You have to pick up and use the 2 stabilizers in the game and the 4 steroids in the game. And I think that's it. It's pretty much all the main stuff on the result screen. Okay, so here, the first retry, right about here, you see these boards on my right side. If you look straight down, once these boards are about in this spot here, you can pull up your menu. When you have your menu open like this, your IGT doesn't tick. So you can see this playtime just stays the same. But real quick, for the result screen, this won't reset, but you do, the verifier of the run will go back and check to make sure you did shoot all 20 of these based on the footage. And then you need to have all the coins collected, all the files read, 2 stabilizers used, and 4 steroids used for the run to count. But we're retrying for this part here, so just retry like so, and then spam F. So what effectively happens there is you get a speed boost, but more technically is you're lifting the slowdown effect off of Ethan for the dramatic experience. But we go up there first and we get the tape, and then we go here, and when you interact with this, you don't want to just normally don't want to hold down W. So say your cursor was down here, for instance, and you held down W the whole time you're trying to interact. You see how fast your cursor flies up? You can hear like the double tick. Your cursor's gonna go in that direction insanely fast. See, I'm holding left and right here. So your cursor's gonna be here. So when you interact, you usually want to use the momentum of your character, and then you want to sort of lift your finger off the W key or whatever direction, and then you interact, and then you can just do right down F. That's a little thing, but there's like 1 or 2 particular parts that it comes in handy. Okay, so just step backwards here. As soon as you get the lockpick, move your lockpick over one slot, like so. And there's really not much to do here.
That was 2 fucking years ago. I don't do ADR.
You pretty much just wait for them to talk a bit and progress, and then you go to the drawer. As soon as you use the item or use the lockpick on the drawer, you can immediately stop the video. And keep in mind, when you hit pause at any point, the IGT timer stops, or the in-game timer rather stops. Yeah, there's definitely some slow points in the run. It'll get a little hairy later on.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go. Get out of the way.
But this is one of those parts where the momentum thing actually does help with the menuing. Letting go of your forward key before you actually hit the get to the hitbox here. So we're just gonna spam F twice and then immediately hit escape, stop video, and then yes. But once you hit escape though, you're good to go. Now just turn around here, crouch down, correct, and we're coming up pretty soon on our first skip. Here you can just stay crouched and spam F there on that. You actually do have to hold a direction for using ladders, so now I'm holding down for instance. That's something I really liked about running Resident Evil 2 Remake, and there's probably, I mean, tons of other games that do it as well, but everything like that is automated. It's nice. And at full speed. But this skip coming up, just pretty much you look at the wall, like almost straight at the wall, as you're strafing past. And then once you hear the bubbles, or you look at the particular rock I'm going to show you, you're good to turn around and continue the run as normal. So just stay on this right wall here, and as soon as we go under this part coming up, then we'll start the skip. So here, we're going under, and we look at the wall, we kind of strafe, and once you hit this rock here, that's about when you hear the bubbles as well. You know you're safe to turn and continue. Then we come up here, and our cursor's already going to be in a good spot here, so you can just spam F again. Like so. You can see how I kind of slid forward a bit. I kind of moved Ethan in position, and then I spammed F. The reason is, if you let the game do that for you, it slows your character down drastically. So it's faster to put yourself in position for an interaction like that.
No, I wouldn't. Did I?
But I'm, like I said, I'm going to be skipping ahead at these dull parts that there's nothing really happening.
Daddy's coming. We need to go.
So all we're going to do here, before I skip ahead, is we're going to read 3 notes here. You have, make sure you get beside her to trigger her talking, and then you can go ahead and commence. You want to read this one, and then you can delete it. Make sure you read it first. Move your inventory like this, then go over here, read this, go to the flip side, read that, and you're good to go. Okay, so here all we need to do is go over to this brick column here. I line up the middle of my monitor with the left side of the column, and then I line up the left and bottom side of my screen with the brick that those parts are both touching there, and then I just stay here.
We're gonna be a family now that you're here.
And as soon as Mia screams, you can turn and start running.
There's another door here. I'm sure of it.
Ready? And go.
No, leave me alone.
Now all you have to do here is just go a little bit into the bathroom, and then you'll trigger the knocking from Mia here. I'm gonna fast forward this part. You don't have to really do anything here. Okay, as soon as you get control here, or actually a little bit before, we're gonna go ahead and swap our frame rate to 30. And get ready. And we're gonna run towards this door over here. And we're gonna flip around. We're gonna tag this drawer, get this heal, heal once. And come up here, pull back, and then we can go ahead and swap back to variable. And now for the Mia 1 fight, what we're trying to do is hit her about 12 times in her face, but the thing is, you're gonna have to, when you see her about to lunge forward and attack you, kind of just push backwards, like push the S key and back up a little bit, and you should have enough space to not get hit by her. And you just rinse and repeat that cycle until you do about 12 hits roughly. But the thing is, with VSync off and high frame rate, you're gonna be getting multi-hits sometimes. So it might be a little less, but still maybe go for about 12 just to be safe. So we go straight toward her, smack her a few times, 1, 2, 3, start backing up, then go back in, back up, and we're gonna get hit by her here, I think. Oh, we did. Okay, we must have got some good multi-hits there, because we only actually hit her about, what, 8 or 9 times, but I guess many of those clipped her twice or something. It's actually not bad. That's pretty much it. You just do a few hits, back up a little bit. Now line up the bottom of your screen with the shadow on the bottom right there, about there. And then that'll get you pretty much as close as possible while waiting for the phone to trigger.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this? And what the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
Okay, so when you hang up with her, when you're on your way back, make sure to grab the axe on the way through. And then here's our second and last retry. This board right here, once we get about halfway up it, which is where we are now, if you look down as far as you can, when you hit about halfway up that board, you can, that's about where the trigger point is, so we can just retry there. And then we go here, as we're running past this drawer, we tag it open like so. And then we go here, break the chain, and then open this, grab the fuse, grab the coin. That's what we used the tape for earlier. We go into the video to unlock that drawer for Ethan. And here, just F left F. Oh wow. I forgot I never used my other heal. Okay, so something real quick is the reason I didn't have my cursor in the right spot is usually after Mia 1 I would have used this heal like so, and then our fuse would have gone in this slot where our cursor was, so that's why that didn't work out cleanly like I had planned. Here we're gonna come push this button here and then make a save. Okay, so on Mia 2, what we're gonna do is a comfy gun strap. So pick up all this shit over here. And we're not even gonna use the axe at all. Important thing here is to, you don't have to stick to the strap perfectly, but really pay attention to your shots, like ADS, and try and hit her head every single time, no matter if it's slow. But this is basically what we're gonna do here. We're gonna trigger the fight by touching the ladder like that, and then we're gonna come here and we're gonna close the door and we're gonna wait. And I'm getting a little bit close here because the closer you are, the more damage your bullets do. So as she's bursting through the door here, just aim and hit her face as best you can. If you miss shots, don't panic. There I was getting ready to block. And then reload as every time you run out, and then come in here, close this door. And she's actually gonna spawn here this time. She doesn't spawn at that door. You can go ahead and turn this way. So you heard her just teleport. Now I'll do the same thing as when she was at the door. Take your sweet time. Try and hit what you can. Yeah, try and stay a little close to her. Just so your bullets do a bit more damage. But if you have to be further away, I guess it's fine. It'll just might take more shots. Okay, and she's dead. Now, if you had to carry the fight further, say you ran out of ammo there and had to reload, you can run over here, go in this door and do the same thing. And just rinse and repeat until she dies. If you run out completely out of bullets, then you can bring out your axe and just hit her, do regular attacks, hit her in the face about twice per stagger, and just keep hitting her and like running away and just stagger her. But real quick, I'm going to swap my V-Sync from off to on. I explained this in the other tutorial, so just watch the first few minutes of it and that'll make sense. I'm gonna leave V-Sync on the rest of the run though.
Welcome to the family, son.
Okay, as soon as Jack closes those two doors, you can just hold A or whatever your left button is to tilt Ethan over. Ethan. Okay, you get a save here, an autosave, the top left there. So what we're gonna do, we have our cursor already set from the last part. We're just gonna open this door on the left side. Gonna open this door as we run past it. We're gonna kind of hug the left side of this hallway after we get past this bit here. And we're going to kind of look right here, like so. And we're gonna dodge his attack. You could hear him swing and you can actually see the tail end of it. Now this is when we're gonna start actually changing our frame rate. I changed it to 60 because if you do a crouch and block for his 3-piece combo, then it tends to not hit you at 60 frame rate, but it does hit me when I'm at variable. We're gonna go 60 here for this part, and then we're gonna try and insert our key here, and then I'm just gonna crouch, well, and block. See how he swings over a little bit? I don't know how the second one hit me, but the first one missed. And then we're just gonna run this way. I'm gonna show this Jack hallway section a few times. When you run in there, close that door immediately, and then close this one as well. And as I'm running over to this corner to hide, I'm gonna go back to variable, like so. And I'm gonna keep this little shelf thing in front of me between me and Jack, like this, and stay crouched. And once he turns away to move, you go here, you use your key on the trapdoor, and then you combine these two and move your cursor down. And just if you can't get this done before the drop, you don't have to worry about it. But you can just leave your cursor as is then. But if you are able to combine these, then do move your cursor. But we're going to keep it here and do a retry, and I'm going to show this section a few more times. Okay, so same thing, cursor's in the right spot. That's something you have to keep in mind for practice, as cursor memory carries over through pretty much everything. So kind of hug the right side, turn right here. This won't always work out so cleanly. Sometimes he's gonna grab you, which I kind of hope he does grab me. So I can show you about what I would do to handle that. Okay, you see he swung twice there, but both attacks missed. So that's why you block, just in case. Here I'm just, once he grabs me, I pretty much just move backwards and then I block at the same time. So get both of these doors closed as you run past them, and then crouch down behind this here. Keep him on the other side. Once he turns around, as soon as he turns around, you can crouch walk over here. Spam F for the key, pick these items up, combine them, and move your cursor down. I'm gonna move it back up for the sake of retries though. Okay, so same thing. This might be the last time depending on what Jack does. So open that door. I kind of want him to grab us, so let's not do it perfectly. There we go, good. Now I hold block here, and he grabs me again. I grab the key, block again. Okay. It gets pretty hairy pretty quick, so. Okay, now I'm going to swap to 60, and I'm just gonna stay crouched and block. In that situation there, actually he stopped moving, so we might could work with this. I'm gonna go back variable early because he might be stuck back there. Okay, I'm gonna close this door here. I'm just gonna go straight and do this. Pick these up. So what happened is he queued up an attack and an animation that locked him in place. And so we got enough distance and turned enough corners where he kind of got stuck a little bit. And it gives us enough time to not have to worry about him grabbing us. Because that happened and that worked out so nicely, I'm going to retry one more time. But you can see what we did with the... When he grabs you there at the corner, it gets really scary because you got to be on your toes for blocking like I was. But just do your best there. So we're going to try and do the good strat here. Okay, grab us again. It's fine. A block. I'll pick up the key. And as we're running away, I pretty much want to be away from Jack before I change the frame rate to 60. We beeline for this, use the key. Also real quick, what's happening here? The reason we're using the key on this door, although it's not clearly not made for that door, is it's a trigger point for the cop in a little bit. So we go ahead and do that early while we're over here. And now just crouch down. He's gonna try and thrust us with his big his big man shovel, man axe. Grabbed us, back up and block. And we're gonna get grabbed probably twice more here at least. Just keep doing the same thing. Back up, block. I'm gonna let him grab us right here. Now I'm gonna crouch and block this time. Now close this door as you're running past. Close this one. Now as you're running over here, go ahead and swap to variable and crouch down quickly. Get this between you and him. It's very easy for him to get past that part. He just comes straight around and has his way with you. Okay, now we're finishing up this section, so I went and did everything here. So the order of operation is put your key in, combine the two items, move your cursor down one. But yeah, the tougher sections and pretty much all the bosses, well, the harder bosses, I will try and show multiple times. So here you just kind of run forward, that lifts you up. Once you open this door, get ready to flip around. As soon as you hear the phone / see the phone icon, just flip around and go talk to Zoe. Okay, so when we hang up with Zoe, we're gonna go to our left here, pick up gunpowder. We're gonna go to the chest. You have 3 pop-ups if you've gotten all the NG plus items. So if we're not using the NG plus items, it's just if you have them, every time you go to the chest the first time, you're gonna grab them. So we have to spam through that 3 times. And then we go left one, we double tap F. And here, if I were to exit out completely now, my cursor is gonna reset right here to the top left. But this is where our cursor was originally. We go here, do the menu stuff in the box. If we tap right, we lock our cursor in this position, which is really handy. And if you know exactly what you're picking up every single time you come to this part, you can actually move your cursor in advance. So that way, the lockpick that we pick up in the Jack 1 fight, we can spam F to use it, which is really nice because you're kind of in a hurry in that fight. So as far as I know, let me think about this route, how we're going to handle this, because we're going to pick up a chem fluid and we're going to pick up an herb. We're going to pick up ammo, and then the lockpick will actually go right here. So this is where we're going to move our cursor. So I'm going to show real quick more what that looks like with the I'm going to have to move down here for the coin since it resorted it, but let's try this again. So you tap through the 3 pop-ups, you'd go pick up the coin, and then you tap right twice, like so, or 3 times rather, and then you can just exit out. And then we pick up this, the chem fluid, we pick up the herb, and then we come here and we touch this part on the wall, and then we go right over here, weave through these doors, and we trigger the cop.
Hey, garage. Now.
We're about to get control here. Just whip around,
What am I gonna do with a knife?
smack this box, and get this ammo. And then just come straight here and interact with this to slice the tape. And then push this button. Okay, so going into this room and initiating the conversation with this cop triggers the fight. So what I'm gonna do before that, since I did all the slow stuff already, I'm gonna come over here and make a save file. Again, you don't have to do the save files if you don't want to. It's just for tutorial purposes. Put one tape in, so I only have one left for the save. Okay, so we made our save. Let's go to Jack, probably maybe 2 or 3 times. You don't really need the knife in this fight. Some people hit him early, but it doesn't really help. All we're gonna do is a 7-shot strat
What about you?
while ADSing.
Do your job and tell me. Answer my questions.
You're not gonna believe me if I told you.
Try me. Hey, put that
This fight's not too bad. If he does get a hold of you, you can kind of treat him like Jack Holloway, just block and duck under his stuff. So we're gonna come here, grab the gun, tag the cabinet, get the lockpick, get the heal from the cabinet, run this direction, around the car, relatively safely, put our lockpick in here. We're gonna have to block in a second. And yeah, we had to block 2 there, just because of his positioning when he queued up. Now just sit here and stare at him for a second. He grabs us. Since we're pretty low health, I'd say maybe about almost critical, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a heal once. And then here what happens is he sits down, he looks forward, and when he turns his head toward your character, that's when you shoot him 7 times while ADSing. The last 2 shots or so, you're gonna have to trail him, so that's where the hard part starts. So just be mindful of that. So aim at him and get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 shots, and he crashes. Then we can come over here. And most of the time, from my experience, this is safe, but sometimes he can grab you for whatever reason when you're in this corner. So what I'm going to do to keep it extra safe is when he gets near us, I'm going to slice his knees like this, and I'm going to run away like a scared little boy. Yeah, I'm going to show this fight another time. Let me show the menuing real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and tag the ladder to queue up the next part of the grab. But I'm gonna do all of my menuing after he shoots himself in his big dumb face. Okay, so what we need to do here, first we need to delete the key, which we won't need anymore. Just create space to delete it. If you want to combine the herb and the chem fluid through this tab, you're gonna have to double tap this, the chem fluid first, like so, and then it'll highlight which 2 items you can combine with, and we want to combine it with the herb. I'm gonna cancel out of that because what I usually do with heals is I tab over with E, and I just tap F, and I kind of have like a quick rotation. I do it's like a tab E F tab combination like this. And I have the heal made just to do it fast. But you can, you know, obviously take your time there. And another big thing with this run, well, with RE7 in general, and even more emphasized with this run, is very important to keep your inventory organized. So we're going to move our coin here, gunpowder here, bullets here, chem fluid here, heal here, and then leave our cursor here. The reason there are certain points this is really important, because when you have not necessarily perfect menuing or inventory management, but decent inventory management and consistent inventory management, it's going to make the really tense parts that much easier. It's less to worry about because you're gonna run up to a door and use a key or a corrosive and you don't know where your cursor is, you don't know where the items are, it's gonna get you killed. I can promise you that. Not all the time, but sometimes you're just gonna die because you don't know where your items are positioned. So it just helps, gives you a peace of mind to have it set up when you can. So this is exactly what my inventory looks like when I leave this area here. And you have plenty of time during this fight. You have a lot of free windows to get this inventory set up like this. So I'm going to move my cursor back here for now because cursor memory, I'm going to retry this fight and I want it in that spot for the lockpick. So let's do this fight at least one more time. That one was actually pretty hairy, which I'm glad. I like to show the more clinchy fights just to show you how I deal with it, which hopefully that helps you. But this one more than likely will go more normal, which is good too. I don't want to scare you too badly. Okay, so just to show essentially the same thing, I'm just going to try and talk through it. You go to this side, pick up the gun, tag the cabinet here, pick up the lockpick, pick up the heel, run to this side of the car. He's queued up an attack, so he's locked out for a second. Then we come here, spam F. He's about to do a triple swing again. Pick this up for the third swing, turn toward him and block. And you can just sit in the car and wait. Don't do anything. Okay, so get right up next to him here. And as soon as he looks towards you, make sure you're ADSing at his face and start shooting. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like I said, the way I'm trailing those shots, I could actually see a lot of people messing that up. But if you care to go through and practice this, it's really easy. Just do what I did, like trigger the cop, pick up everything, and then go to the save room. And then this fight's not too bad to practice if you want to. But honestly, with keyboard and mouse, or with mouse more specifically, aiming is not too bad. Just make sure you have your sensitivity set to how you like it. I keep everything as default.
Do I have your attention, boy? You're about to see some wonderful.
Okay, so since this is the last time we're showing this fight, I'm going to do the menuing and then we're just going to carry on. So delete the key, which you don't need anymore. I'm going to combine the heel like so and then go back here, move the coin here, bullets here, gunpowder here, and then this we're going to swap like so and move our cursor here just like that. Now let's go. So first things first here, we turn left just a little bit, pick up the coin, then we go here, flip this around backwards. As soon as we hit F, we cancel out of it, and then we move the shelf. And you can hear on the right side, that thing is still doing its animation, so it's unlocking for us, and now we can go ahead and pick it up. It saves a little bit of time to do that in that order. And we're going to go ahead and save once more before the Jack 2 section, because I'm going to show this whole bit probably multiple times. So let me go over here and get a tape out. Just get one and then we'll move our cursor back. Okay, so let's show this part. Now, since this is a 100% run, we do have to worry about the bobbles. There is the very first bobble in this run that you can hit is that one right there in that save room. I'm intentionally not shooting it yet, because I want to preserve my ammo, so I actually shoot that later on in the run. But there is one right here as well that we are going to go ahead and shoot. So once you get up here, make sure to use your momentum so you're not holding down W. And then we just, as soon as we put this in, we move our cursor down to our coins, just turn and shoot that, and then pull out our knife. We're going to come here. This is bobble number 2. As soon as as we're running past this cabinet in this drawer, we tag them both open, and then we grab gunpowder from there, and then we grab the coin from there. Look down at this coin slot and our cursor's in the right spot, so we can go ahead and spam for the coins. And then while you're waiting for that, move your cursor up to where it is now. And then once you pick this up, you come here, use the key, get the pendulum, read the paper, cancel out, and we go this way. Now this part spawns the four-legged molded. I go to this part of the hallway, this little threshold looking thing, and then I flip around and I'll show you what I do here. So we go here to trigger him, flip around, we dip in this room really fast, and then we come out. This part, the rotation is F right on your mouse, F down on your mouse, and then F again. That's relatively what I do. And then we go here, and you can hear him. He spawned behind us because we're taking our time. As you're running past, tag this cabinet, pull this open, read front and back, and then cancel out. Grab the bullets, come out. Let's see if he spawns. He didn't spawn. Okay. If he does spawn right here, you can go back in that save room and despawn him. But yeah, we're going to show this section multiple times, so you'll get a nice feel of it. So I'm going to swap to my knife here. For notes like this that don't have actual pages, what you can do when it's just one, or effectively just one page of a note, you can actually double tap F like that. Or alternatively, you can F and then cancel with whatever you have bound to cancel. What I like to do with these notes though is just double tap F and then keep going. So I get these 5 bullets here, tag the red hand, tag the far one on the right. Under this table here is a coin, so I turn and grab that. I come to this box, I slice it, I grab these bullets, I come here. As soon as I hit F to start the animation for this, you have a few free seconds. So I hit F and then I open up my inventory and I combine this with this and this with this, and then I move my cursor here. What I did there is you can't do that same thing on this tab, which is the recipe tab. It doesn't exist on this tab. So you have to do this manually. You combine a gunpowder, 1 gunpowder with 10 regular bullets, and it gives you 5 enhanced. So we did that rotation twice, so we have 10 enhanced sitting here. And then we move our cursor here to use the key in a second. So we back up a little bit and grab this. As soon as we come out here, this guy spawns here. So I haven't touched on this yet, but the frame rate, if you drop it down as low as you can, which is 30, so go to graphics, drop down to frame rate, hit right once, go to 30, and then we cancel out. That allows you to better push enemies out of the way. I don't know why it works like that, I can't explain it, but it just does. So we're going to go 30 here, and we're going to just slip past him, like so. There's 5 bullets there if you want to grab them. Then I reload to enhanced here. And all we were doing that for is to get past him, so I go right back to variable at this point. Because when you're at variable, it's better just all around for pretty much everything. For handling your character, for doing damage with melee weapons, just shooting, everything. So we go right back to variable here. And then this part, as soon as I open this door, I crouch, like so. I kind of hug the wall. We line up a headshot about here, and then we sprint. Pick up gunpowder, pick up shotgun shells, come here. Our cursor should be in the right spot. We can go over and make our enhanced ammo. So the combination I did it relatively fast, is kind of like making a heal, which I do tab E F, which it's already on that spot. But this one I would just tab E right down F, and then we cancel out of it. That's just, while that door is opening, it's just a couple of free seconds to do that sort of thing. You don't have to, you can wait till you're here if you want to, it's fun. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way through and show the Jack fight. I want to get everything reloaded here, and then you can pick up this. Okay, this is actually good. So if this is a heal and you don't want to worry about having to delete it, then don't pick it up, because we already have 2 right now. But ammo is going to stack, which is nice. We're going to have room for that with this route. So if it's regular ammo, you can pick it up, and that's fine. The thing with these heals, which if you're really, really bad at Jack 2 like I am, maybe go ahead and pick up a 3rd heal. I don't know. It's just a kind of a preference thing, really, I would say. But you definitely want the strong chem fluid, and then pick up this box item if you want to. Now we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go ahead and pop 1 heal to get us to full, and we still have 1 heal in reserve. Make sure you have your enhanced ammo selected, and that it is. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one too, just to be extra peachy. It's like we were talking about, maybe we'll need it, who knows. But the biggest thing here, have your frame rate set to variable, and have your 10 enhanced bullets in your clip, and we'll start. Okay, The basics of what I'm trying here with the more Peachy strat is I'm going to use the body bags, and I'm going to sort of put those in between me and Jack, and I'm going to kick him at him, and it does a stun effect on him, and then while he's stunned, I'm going to shoot him in the face as much as I can. Once you hit him in the face 4 times, he's going to stagger over, and you're going to shoot him in his critical spot that spawns. And once you shoot him, you want to shoot him about 6 times when he leans over. And then I'll talk through the rest as I do it. Okay, so let's go to the far body bag here. Things get really hairy really fast in this fight, so be mindful. Okay, missed 1 shot, it's fine. Okay, and I'm gonna get it behind him. I'm just gonna do some basic shots here. And I'm gonna reload to make room. And so for phase 2, what I'm focusing on is gonna do an opening attack, and I'm gonna crouch underneath it. And then when I stand up, I'm gonna do a left click attack, which is, it's not the regular thrust where you just hold the chainsaw. You're actually gonna kind of throw the chainsaw forward and swing down with it. And then after that, we're going to do mostly thrust attacks on him. So let's see what that looks like. So spam for the grab here. Just stand right in front of him and get ready to crouch. Crouch now. Do left attack and now thrust his face. And then follow his head up here. We kind of look at down and do a thrust attack. And we slowly look up as he's standing up. And then I get in front of him again. And I thrust his critical spot, and I follow him up as he stands up. So, and then get out of the way. Go over and thrust him again, get ready to crouch if he attacks you here. Okay, we ran out, so run away and reload. And then start thrusting again. So what I did there is I started thrusting as soon as I could, because the thrust attack serves as damage and it serves as a defense mechanism. So that's why I try and thrust as much as I can here. And then you can just thrust his critical spot, and we got a thrust finish. Doing a lot of thrusting to Jack's face, and he loves it. And then you can heal. And then, okay, so this part, there's 2 big things, or actually 3 things. One is if you have 0D, his death animation doesn't take very long, and you actually save an assload of time here. But the sort of quote unquote bad thing is you don't get a lot of time to do menuing if you have 0D. Whereas if you don't have 0D, his top part of his body explodes and his legs walk around for a few seconds. And I think it takes, like, I'm just gonna say 10 to 15 seconds, that extra you're gonna have. So you can just use that to do menuing. So we're at full health right now, so if I hit heal, which is control, nothing happens. So to make room, I'm gonna actually have to delete this heal. That's kind of why I was throwing it out there a second ago about picking up the heal or not. It's kind of up to you. If you want to spend the time deleting it, if you have extra, you're just not gonna have room to hold on to it, honestly. But this is about what my inventory looks like when I get it done, or get done moving everything around. I move that there, that there, that there, that there, that there, and then I keep my cursor here. What that's going to allow is our dog head here. Our dog heads are going to line up here, because this clock pendulum is going to get replaced with the dog head, and the other dog head's going to go here. This one that we have in our inventory now is going to go in the door in just a second. And then we leave our cursor on this lockpick because that's the next item we're going to use. So we can just spam F. And then these items are all lined up because once we get to the trailer later, we're going to use coins, and then we're going to put this up and put this up. So it's just a nice setup for that. So that's pretty much what my inventory looks like. If you don't have these bullets, then this slot would be empty like this, and then your inventory will look like that. It's either way, it's the same thing. So anyway, let's leave our cursor here for the retry though, on the far left, and let's show this section. at least a couple more times, because there's a lot happening here. It's not a very long stretch as far as how much walking or running you have to do, but there's a lot going on. So here we're going to interact with this door, move our cursor down, shoot this, pull out our knife, open this, slice this one, open, grab. I'm going to be going faster through this now that we've shown everything. Move your cursor up, and then get this key, and then go here, use the key, get the pendulum, read this one. Okay, something else real quick is that, you know how I was saying the note on the wall in the cold chamber room? That was one where you could just double tap F and then you could continue. The ones that have multiple pages, what I like to do is tap F once and then immediately start spamming cancel. So anyway, that's just important because I think the majority of what you read, it's going to be multiple page notes. So you'll want to cancel out of it because you don't have to read every page. You just have to read one of the pages. So we go there to trigger the spawn. Then we dip in this room really fast. Then we go F, right, F, down, F. And then we go here. And we go in the save room. And as we're walking past, we tag this cabinet open. Then we pull this out, read, flip, read, cancel out of it. Grab the bullets, run this way. I actually want him to spawn. Good, that's perfect. If he spawns, you just do this. Run in the room just a little bit, and he despawns. Easy. Doesn't take very long. You don't want to deal with him, I promise. He's kind of a hick. So we whip out our knife and come this way. And this is one of the notes I'm going to double tap F for, like so. FF, and then grab this. Open that one, open this one, get the coin. Go to this box, smack it, pick it up. Open this, and then we combine this, like so. You can see if you do that fast enough, you actually don't waste any time at all. Then we're gonna go to 30 frame rate here, try and push past him. Grab these bullets, and then as soon as you're past him, you're free to go ahead and swap back to variable here. Pull out your gun, swap to your enhance for the shot coming up. It's important that you use enhance and not regular here. Open this door, crouch down, hug the wall, aim for the headshot, like so. I'm hitting this shot, but it's not that easy. It's just going to take some practice. That isn't me flexing or anything. That's just how it is. Some of these things are going to take practice. And then I go ahead and use a heal to top myself off and also get it out of my inventory. Make sure you have 10 bullets reloaded. And let's try fight number 2. This fight is actually pretty hard, I would say. A lot can go wrong. You can die so fast. So we're gonna run away. And we're gonna kick this at him, and we're gonna miss completely. Oh god. Where'd he go? Eat shit. If it's not apparent that I don't ever do this strat in my runs, or ever really, then that's a good thing, because it's true. Alright, so we're gonna crouch under this attack, go left, and then we thrust with both mouse buttons, and then aim at his head and follow him up slowly as he rises. And then stay standing here. And thrust his critical spot. And get out of the way. Now thrust him again and get ready to crouch if needed. Okay, we didn't need to. Okay, we ran out of juice, so I kind of run wide. And now thrust him again. Remember, the thrust is not only doing damage, but it's also a good defense technique. And just thrust his critical spot. Okay. And you can see with 0D, like, I can interact with this within like a few seconds. He doesn't take long to die at all. So if you want to, you can just come over here. If you have 0D, come over here and spam F and open it first, and then you can get all your menuing done. There are a few points in this right now I would highly encourage you to get your menuing sorted. This is one of them. So I would open up here, and I would move this here. I would move this here, this here, this here, this here, this here, and I would delete this heal, and then there we go. It probably looked exactly the same last time. The only difference is I've already used the saw, so it broke and it's gone. So these are the 3 empty slots you'll have. This could be bullets. And yeah, pretty much like that. But let's move our cursor to the right spot for the retry. And let's do this at least one more time. You can see though, I'm not good at this fight if I don't do my normal strat. In fact, I think this time, well, no, I'm not going to show what I normally do there. All right, so here, interact, move our cursor down, shoot this, pull our knife out, run past, smack this, cabinet, drawer, gunpowder, coin, slot the coins here, and then move your cursor up one, and move back a little bit, spam F for this, go put the key in, the pendulum, read cancel, and then we go over here, trigger the spawn, go this way. I'm going to do this part faster, so hopefully we don't get a spawn again. Okay. I almost tried to interact with mouse button. I've been playing too much Ayuwaki. Go here, trigger the cabinet, pull this open, boom, boom, cancel out, get the bullets, and leave. See if he spawns. He did spawn, cool. We're just gonna run in here. You pretty much just touch like 1 foot in the room and it despawns him. Okay, so get your knife ready and just double tap F for this note coming up since it's a single page note. And we'll pick up everything. So boom boom, and then grab, open coin, box, pick it up. And then we go here, pick this up, and get ready to go to 30 FPS, like so. Try and slip past him, grab these bullets, and then we go back to variable here, get our gun out, go to enhanced, open the door, crouch, hug the wall, hopefully hit this shot again. You can kind of like aim for his shoulder there a little bit too. You don't have to hit his head perfectly. Then spam here, make our enhance while we're waiting, and then get everything reloaded. I'm gonna go in here, heal early here. And we picked up a heal, which is not great, but whatever, we'll just have to delete it. Something I haven't addressed yet is animation cancels. So whenever you use a heal, or you're reloading your gun, or even popping a steroid or stabilizer, you can actually hit spacebar, or block rather. I have mine bound to spacebar to interrupt the animation. It's more of an advanced thing, but it's really useful. You'll see me do it on Marge too, for the shotgun, for instance. It's something that kind of slips my mind because it's so second nature. We can kind of shoot him now, actually. And then reload to make room. And so here, if you wanted to, you could actually move your inventory around a little bit. You have a few seconds to waste. So get in front of him, get ready to crouch, and then do a regular left attack, and then thrust. Look at his head, follow it up. You sort of get in front of him, hit his crit spot. Now get out of the way. Now thrust him and get ready to crouch if you need to. Like that. Okay, I ran out, so I'm gonna reload and run in a wide circle. And thrust him, like he was doing a combo there, but I just ran in and thrusted him anyway for the defense. Do it again. Just thrust him hard. He likes it. Okay. And now here, once he drops to his knees, just run straight toward him and thrust his crit spot again. And he might die here. There we go. We got a quick death animation there. You see how we didn't have to do the thrust kill, and then he just falls over, and we're able to interact pretty much immediately, since we had to be over there for a bit extra. And again, this is a COD thing. You won't be able to interact with this gate this quickly normally. But we're gonna sort our menuing out, and that's gonna be the last time that I show Jack 2, and we'll just go ahead and progress. So dog head here, shotgun shells here, this here, coin here, this here, and let's see if we can heal. No, we're at completely full health, so I'm gonna have to delete these. And then yeah, I'll just leave this up for a second. The only thing I can say outside of this is, well, two things. One, if you have something that works better for you, do it, but please God, do something consistent at each point that you organize your inventory so you can get used to it, and it'll give you a peace of mind. It just makes things a lot easier. The only thing I can say though is these two items here can be interchanged, the strong chem fluid and the shotgun shells, but everything else is there for a reason. So yeah, anyway, let's progress. This part, you can open this left door and don't touch the right one, and then we're gonna reload to regular ammo, and then I'm gonna get my knife out, and we're gonna go here. This is 2 shotgun shells, and let's continue on. All in all, that Jack 2 bit went pretty well. There's some bullets here, by the way. 5 bullets if you want to grab them for free, which we will. We're all about that extra ammo. Okay, so here with our cursor already on the lockpick, we can just double tap F. Then we come here, spam F for a treasure photo, get these 2 shotgun shells, and then this is 15 enhanced bullets that we unlocked with the lockpick. And then we go this way. And the any percent run, I would actually go to the bonus room right now and get a coin and the steroid that we unlocked with the treasure photo. But since this is 100%, we don't actually need to do that. Now, what I'm going here for early is to put one of the dog heads in to make more space in my inventory. So we go there, slap that dog head in, and then we go upstairs to the rec room. So go this way. Now you want to use your scorpion key here. So you interact, and then you move your cursor over, interact with this, and then flip your inventory, delete this photo, because once you pick up a photo, you no longer need to have it in your inventory to access that treasure, but you do need to pick it up to be able to access it. So we delete that, we move our enhanced ammo here, and we move our cursor over here to the clock pendulum. We open this door. You can check this box if you want. If it's a first aid, you just don't have room for it, so don't grab it. Tag this drawer as you're running past, get this 1 shotgun shell. Read this one. This is a 2-page one. So like I said, you don't have to read the second page. As soon as you tap and read the first page, hit your cancel button, or whichever one it is. Just cancel out immediately. This one is a double tap one, so you can actually just tap F twice on this one for this note. There's potentially something good in here. 2 handgun bullets. You can come grab that if you want. You're not going to have room for the separating agent, but you can check this box. We can't pick that up. We don't have room. You don't need this. Check this cabinet if you want. There could be some ammo in there or something, which there was. This interaction here, you kind of need to be in front. Wow, you can actually pick it up from out here too. I was going to say though, you need to be a little bit in the front to pick this up. I want to try this. Okay, no, it's just that's like a message version of it. That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, so just be kind of in front a little bit and double tap to pick that up. But the things you want in this room, there's a note here, there's a note here, the shotgun's very important, and then you want the shotgun shell. And then these are optional, this cabinet and this box here. So yeah, it's just a lot to do in this area. There's a lot of shit in this room. So here we come and we grab the coin out of this, we smack this bauble, we double tap F to read this one, we come over here, you just spam F a bunch to grab that one and turn it right. And then this is a cancel read, so it has multiple pages on it. Here we can go to the right a little bit. There's bullets here. When you go over here to this coin, sort of hug the wall and start spamming F. That just, it makes the hitbox a lot easier to get because there's, especially coins for some reason, there's some really funky hitboxes. So we come here, and our cursor should already be in the right spot since we moved it over to the pendulum. So you can spam F for this, come over here, grab this coin, double tap, read this one, grab the dog head, and you can see what happens here. Our inventory was full, but when our clock pendulum left our inventory, the dog head filled it. So now our dog heads are right next to each other, which is really nice. Double tap, read this. For some reason, that note on that wall is really hard or easy to remember. I mean, wow, I said that completely backwards. It's really easy to forget that note for me. And then this is the very first bauble in the run, but we skipped it earlier just to preserve ammo, so we're going to shoot it at this point. If you change that up, just keep it consistent. Don't shoot it sometimes early and sometimes late. You're going to get really fucking confused really fast. Whatever you do in the run, keep everything in the same order. If you learn a new strat, learn the new strat and stick with it. And then you can double tap F, F up F, and then move your cursor down here. And then when you interact with doors, you usually want to be a little bit far away from them, like so. You don't want to be right up on them. It just helps speed it up. Now here we're going to come and we're going to grab the repair kit, then we're going to grab the solid fuel, pull up your inventory, double tap F, and combine your repair kit with the shotgun, and then move your cursor down to the coins, then tap over, and then make the flame rounds and cancel out, and we'll carry on here. And we're going to interact with this sheet metal stuff here. And you can just immediately crouch here, and there's a coin just to the left of this chem fluid. You don't want the chem fluid, be careful there. Now pull out your gun as you stand up, and if you shoot, for some reason, if you shoot from further away with the pistol, it seems to be more accurate. So we're going to shoot this bauble pretty far away here. We'll just pop it like so. And now this part, whenever I open the door, I kind of look down and I line up the bottom of my screen with this part of the wall here, this edge. And as soon as I hit that point, I turn around backwards and run just a little bit out of the trailer, and then I flip back around and the film should trigger. So we go like this, we flip around, we go here, pick this up, and then we talk to Zoe. Okay, we finished the call with Zoe. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. The reason, well, two reasons we got these specific 5 coins. One, we just had to for the 100% run, but also, conveniently, the stabilizer here is worth 5 coins. So we already moved our cursor early, so you can come over and just start spamming the insert here. Once the 5th coin goes in, run over this way to the chest. And what we're gonna do to make room, we don't need the scorpion key anymore, so we slot that. We go up to the knife. You could maybe make a way to keep the knife, but it's just really not worth it. So we go ahead and slot that to get an extra space in our inventory, and then I move my cursor down to right here. Now I'm gonna save real fast. So let's put all these tapes up. Again, ignore the save stuff for tutorial purposes. So we get the 1 tape. Save here. Okay, so the save is done. So we come over here. The animation for this takes a few seconds, just like when we opened up the scorpion key in the main house. It just takes a few seconds to open up. So instead of wasting time just standing here waiting, we went ahead and did the chest section. So grab this on your way out. Don't forget it. It's really, really helpful for Marge. This part, the hitbox is really awkward. So what I like to do is as I'm running past, I sort of whip my character left like that and pick it up. Alternatively, you can just run like right up next to it and you should be able to pick it up. Okay, as soon as I open this gate, I tab to pull my inventory up and I double tap F. This allows the steroids full animation to happen without having to spacebar cancel it or block cancel it. This shot, just watch generally where I'm shooting it, like so. It's a really easy shot to hit. What's happening there is the blast radius is massive and it hits both of the bug nests. Takes them both out. Grab this, turn around. This shot you can line up right here if you want. What I usually do in the run is I don't ADS and I slide up like this and I just pop it as I'm like running past like that basically. But what we can do in this version is just pop it like so. And then we crouch into here and I'm gonna go to the far door. What happens here, whichever door you pick in this room, that's where the spiders are gonna spawn. So we're spawning the spiders on this door so we can go through the other door freely. And it saves us a flame round. In the fast speed run, I would shoot that door normally. Do a drive-by here. You're kind of running past and opening that cabinet and then picking up all at the same time. And then here, there's a coin right here we want to grab. Then come out this right door, go to this trash can, pick up whatever's in there. It's either shotgun shells or the basic ammo, or it's a heal. Then shoot this bauble here, pick up the backpack. But yeah, you almost always want what's in there. Then there's a chem fluid, there's an herb, there's a flame round, and then we go use we can spam F. If you keep everything in line like I've been doing, like I was saying with the whole inventory thing, it's keeping your cursor in a specific spot and managing your items well. It makes it really nice and clean for a lot of these parts of the run. You don't have to worry about it. You can just go up stuff and spam F. You don't have to move your cursor a lot. But whenever I pull up this puzzle, what I do is move my mouse at a 45-degree angle roughly up and left, like so. And then if it's not in line, I sort of tap A a little bit. And I might have to move the spider back and forth, like move my mouse forward and backward to tilt it a little bit. But you don't have to get this perfect. It just has to be close, and the game does the rest of the stuff for you. So I'm going to show this one more time. So double tap F and 45-degree angle up and left, roughly. And then hold A just a little bit, and then just insert it. It can be fairly imperfect. I would say though some of the statue puzzles, or rather shadow puzzles, are a little more strict. I think the one in the attic after Lucas's room, for instance, is a little more difficult. But that spider one's pretty lenient. And here you don't have to hold sprint for this type of section. When you're crouching or moving through something like this, sprint doesn't help. But after we get out, we do. So once we get here, we turn down and right, and we pick up the solid fuel right there. And then there's a coin just to the right here. You can see where it is right there. Pick up that. So solid fuel, coin, and then we go. This part, we're going to shoot this box, but we're not going to pick up whatever it is. So we just shoot it as we run past. And we drop down here. Again, sprint does not help for this section since you're crouched. There's a bauble here. You can try and free aim it if you want, like so. But you might have to ADS it and then pick this up. And then we're going to go ahead and reload to our enhanced early here, like so. Make sure your shotgun, everything's reloaded and good to go. So we're gonna need all of it very soon. And then now that you're coming past this part, we hit this box earlier and we intentionally didn't pick it up because it would throw off our inventory. Basically that slot right there could, depending on what it is, could have been taken up by whatever you picked up. So just to make it more consistent, we wait till now to pick it up, which in this case, the shotgun shells are going to stack here anyway. So it didn't matter, but yeah, just do this order anyway. So pick up those shotgun shells, and then this interaction, get about here-ish. This is one of those interactions you can do really perfectly and it saves you a bit of time, and then here I'm gonna do that combination I talked about, tab EF tab, like that, and I'm gonna make a heal. All you have to do there is just go ahead and make your heal early to create some space. And there's a solid fuel. We're gonna interact with this drawer here. Pick that up. Now all I'm gonna do here is just sprint right past Marge. Just gonna ignore her. Gonna go like this, close the door, go over here and get this coin, and then I'm gonna shoot these bugs like so. And then I'm gonna interact with this. They might still hit me here. I kind of look down to the right. For some reason it seems to help. It might be a placebo. And then we get this flame round here to the right there. And then I reload. And then I spam F on the door. There's a gunpowder that I just picked up there. And then I get this key. And then we leave. And then keep your flame rounds out. And we're going to shoot the flame round at this cabinet like so. And then we're going to open it. And we're going to pick up the strong chem fluid on the left side. Don't pick up the chem fluid on the right. You just don't have room for it, as you could see. Our inventory is slat full. Okay, so double check, make sure enhanced is selected, shotgun, and flame rounds. Like everything's loaded, and then keep your flame rounds out for this fight. The rotation here is flame shot, shotgun, shotgun, then enhanced. Go shoot about anywhere from 1 to 3 shots, depending. It usually ends up being like 1 or 2, but sometimes 3. Okay, so once we hit her with the flame round and shoot her with the shotgun twice, I'd say like 95% of the time she's going to stagger backwards at that point, and it's just comfier to wait until she stands back up to hit her again. So in that time, we can do stuff early. We can move our cursor to the key, which we're going to need in a second, the crow key. We can create enhanced ammo with the gunpowder / regular ammo, and we can make our flame rounds with the solid fuel. The solid fuel and the strong chem fluid we picked up. So just keep that in mind. That's like a free window that we can do. So let's go ahead and show all this about what it looks like. So flame, shotgun, shotgun. So boom, boom, boom. Switch to your enhanced, and then go ahead and make this. Make this, and move your cursor to the key, and then get ready. And she's dead. See, 1 shot, easy. And here we're gonna run straight to the door. We already moved our cursor early for the crow key, so we can spam F. Make sure to read this note. This is a multi-page note, so just tap F and then cancel immediately like this. And then, but yeah, that door takes maybe a couple seconds to get going. So once you open this thing, it takes just a few seconds to completely open. So what we're gonna go do here, there is a lantern skip you can do, but I'm not gonna show it for this run. So I just go roughly to this door, and then I flip around like this. And you can go ahead and get everything reloaded if you want, or try to. Okay, and then double tap F to read that, and then go to this phone here. Okay, so we hung up with Zoe, and we ran over to that door to basically trigger Marge to do this animation here. When we get to this edge, you can see it takes about, let's say 3 seconds that we can't drop down. So you can use that time to do some menuing if you need it. Okay, since this is really one of the main fights in this run, I'm gonna make a save as usual, but I'm gonna show this fight a lot. First things first, when we get up top here, there's a coin. This is something I would normally grab now anyway, and then I would go back towards Marge, but since we're doing a tutorial, I'm gonna run over here. You can ignore this part, and I'm gonna make a save real fast. Okay, so let's do this. Pull out a save tape, like so, and make this save. And I think our cursor was here. I just want to keep it consistent. This part, your cursor doesn't matter as much. Okay, so we have our save made for Marge 2. Now something really quick is the RNG manip regarding stacking heals. Basically, the more heals you have on your person, the more likely you are to get ammo drops and such. So what we're gonna do here, before we shoot these boxes, which are random, we're gonna grab this herb, and we don't have room to grab the gunpowder quite yet. So we're gonna go over here and grab the chem fluid, and I'm gonna combine this herb and this chem fluid together. So just tab EF, like so. And now we have room to grab the gunpowder. Be careful, because that gun is in a pretty troll spot to easily pick up, and you simply just don't have room for it. And you don't want the gun anyway, because you would have to get a repair kit, which is later in the run, to even use the thing. So the only way to get rid of it, if you do accidentally pick it up here, is to put it back in your inventory, in your storage box. So just ignore that right there. So we picked up the chem fluid and the herb, and we combined them, and we're just made a heal there to help encourage better ammo drops here. So we pick that up, we make it, and then we come over here. You can do 1 shot to shoot through both of these boxes, and you can see what our drops are here. Actually really nice. 5 shotgun shells, 16 handgun ammo. Now, before we actually engage Marge, it doesn't matter when you do it, just before you trigger the fight, we need to reload to enhanced, and we probably want to go ahead and heal to top ourselves off. And you can see the animation didn't carry all the way through because I actually hit a block or space bar to interrupt it, which you're going to see me do that with the shotgun in this fight as well. The animation cancel with block. It's basically like when you're reloading. Let me go ahead and shoot 2 shots just to show you, and I'm going to reload and show you the regular way. Watch how long it takes. 1, 2, and ready. Versus if I shoot twice, I reload, and then I animation cancel like that, and I'm ready to go. It's just maybe a split second faster, but it's really helpful when you're in the heat of a fight and you need to get a lot of damage out. So yeah, make sure all of your ammo is set, just like the Marge one fight. Everything's reloaded, enhanced is ready to go. For this fight, what we're gonna do is once you get to the top of the steps is about where she aggroes. So we're gonna sort of creep up on her, like so. We're gonna start walking, and we're gonna back up as soon as she spawns, and we're gonna flame round her, then we're gonna shoot her in her face, and then we're gonna go with regular, or not regular, but enhanced ammo, get everything reloaded, and then we're gonna pop her here, get our shotgun out, reload, let her stand up first, and then 1, 2, shoot her between her legs, like about there, bait her attack, reload the flame rounds again, get your shotgun reloaded, let her climb up the wall, and we're gonna shoot her, and then unload on her bug vagina, and then reload, go to your shotgun here. Okay, so this part, let me show you something. If you're looking down, watch where look how she spawns up there. We're just chilling for a second. So you can use this time to make enhanced, and then make flame rounds, and then we can shoot her. 1, 2, flame round, and then reload your shotgun. And here we go. 1, wait a second, shoot her in the face, back up to this plant, give her some space. 1, 2, flame round, shoot her a bunch with your enhanced ammo, and then start reloading as you're running. And I go about here. She's spawning at the window. Wait for her to get on the wall. Now shoot. Get your shotgun shells ready. And shoot her. So you can see there, I kind of waited for her to get fully animated, because there's parts of these fights where I wouldn't exactly call it iframes that they have, but they have frames where they can't actually die. So although her health was basically at almost nothing there, I couldn't shoot her while she was coming down. Like I had to let her scream a little bit, or like she jumped down there, and then as she's starting to scream, her iframes, quote unquote, are effectively lifted, and then I'm able to kill her there. Because I've done the fight enough to know about when she's gonna die. But either way, you can just keep shooting her until she's dead at that point. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna run around and we're gonna grab a bunch of items. There is a shit ton of stuff in this area. So first thing, we're gonna come here, we're gonna grab a solid fuel. You just don't really need regular heal. You're gonna have plenty later on, but if you really wanted to, I guess you could grab herbs and chem fluids and such. I'm just not gonna grab that though myself. So get this solid fuel here, and then we can run over this way since we're being extra peachy. Can shoot this. First aid. All right, fair enough, game. 2 shotgun shells from this drawer. Then we can stay up top here for a second and grab this. Bullets. Drop down here, shoot this box, more shotgun shells. Open this drawer, more bullets. 4 shotgun shells. Shoot this box, more bullets. And this is another solid fuel. After doing that 80% route, the Peachy route, this doesn't really help to grab, honestly. If you did get one of the herbs, you can go ahead and grab this though, I guess. So let's actually do that at least. Let's grab a chem fluid, and let's grab this herb, and we'll go ahead and combine them. And now these heals stack 3 at a time. So we had 1 at the sort of the beginning of the fight, and now we have 3, but they all stack, so it doesn't actually take up any more space. This strong first aid that we picked up is a consistent spawn in this fight. The whole reason we pick it up is not to use it, but to combine it with a separating agent to give us a strong chem fluid, which allows us to make one of these. So that's a very important pickup. All the other ones are pretty much optional. I mean, it's always really comfortable to have a shit ton of ammo in Madhouse, so you know, just run around and pick up everything if you want to. Shoot that box as you're going past. Definitely pick up this gunpowder, which is a consistent spawn. This is random, and this box, they're both random. They're either going to be usually shotgun shells, ammo, or maybe a med pack. And then we come here, and we don't have room, so what we're going to do is combine the gunpowder. Actually, that won't work. We're going to have to do separating agent with this first, and then we can pick this up, and then get to this gate to dissolve it as soon as you can. And now while we're waiting, we're going to do gunpowder with ammo, like so. Then we're going to go to tab over here and make our flame rounds. And then this is about how my inventory looks when it's all said and done. I do like this pretty much. And what I'm doing here, I think, yeah, you can see my mouse. I'm basically using this section of my inventory here, kind of at the bottom left middle-ish, as my playground, if you will. So all these items, these guns don't move. This won't move. These won't move. This ammo over here won't move. It's just all this section here. That's why I move my inventory in this way. You don't necessarily have to have these specific items in these slots. Just kind of push everything up and right. That's generally what I'm doing here. And then the reason these three items are back to back or next to each other is because this is the next item we're going to use, the lantern. And the next item after that we're going to use are the coins. And then we're going to go from the coins to the steroids, I believe it is. And then we're going to use the key. So I keep all these items next to each other. So anyway, that's what my inventory looks like roughly. It doesn't have to be exact, but it does help a lot. But you have several seconds once you get to this. Once you pick up the lantern and you get to this gate, it takes several seconds for it to dissolve, so you can do all that. Anyway, so the fight's done. Now we go here and we get this coin, which is important. You can open this drawer and get some ammo if you want. And then we go out and we're pretty much done with that bit there. So what I'm gonna do is show the fight some more. Okay, so let's go show Marge 2 again. So same thing as last time. We're gonna pick up the herb and the chem fluid, make the heal for RNG manip. Be careful not to pick up the gun. So herb, chem fluid, make a heal, pick up the gunpowder, shoot the boxes, pick up the ammo. See, that time we got 2 handgun drops, which is fine. Go and heal once, animation cancel it. We're gonna do the same opener here. Actually, let's try a shotgun opener this time. So what we're gonna do this time is just run straight at her. And we're gonna block. As soon as she breaks through the window, we're gonna block. So hold block and then shotgun, reload. Animation block to animation cancel that and reload again. Get your enhanced bullet ready. Shoot her in the face, switch to your shotgun, pick up that ammo, let her stand up. Then 1, 2, shoot her between the legs. Okay, real quick, what happens there is that flame round hits just behind her, and this cabinet back here, you can see there's shotgun shells and a strong chem fluid. That flame round knocks off all the spiders so you can access that, and it's damaging Marge at the same time. And then we stand here for a split second to bait her attack, and we start reloading our flame round, reload our shotgun, let her climb up the wall, give her some space. We knock her down, we just shoot her crit spot a bunch. And I'm not quick firing in this run really. I'm just doing regular shots just to keep it simple. Get on this part of the wall. You can go ahead and open up your inventory and make enhanced rounds and your flame rounds. Then 1, 2, flame shot, reload the flame rounds. Reload your shotgun. And then 1, wait a second, 2, get to the plant, reload, give her some space, and then 1, 2, and unload on her. Be careful not to get too close to her flailing arms because they really hurt. Like, she hits you once with those and you almost get critical. Oh, she's spawning in the window. Okay, let her get on the wall first and then shoot. Go ahead and reload again. Get my shotgun ready. And then I just pistol her until she dies, hopefully. Block that. Flame round. And she's dead. Okay, the reason that went so much worse is because of the rotation I did. I do a very specific rotation in this fight to make it pretty damn consistent. I was gonna say dang, but I decided to curse. I'm sorry. It makes it pretty dang consistent when I do it the way I do. Because my opener is flame, shotgun, and I do 10 enhance with quick firing. But this just shows how random this fight can be, though, because that took an ass ton of ammo to kill her in that phase. But if she did get away from this there, she would go this way and she'd go up into the ceiling, and then more than likely at that point she would probably spawn either there at the bottom or here, or she'd spawn at this window. But there are other spawns she could do as well. But I try and keep it relatively consistent with my strat. So anyway, while she's doing her death animation there, we would run up here and we would get the solid fuel. I'm gonna go over here and get this ammo. I reload my enhance to make room there. Pick up that, whatever it is, shotgun shell, regular ammo. Make sure you get this at the very least. The strong med pack is very important. Hopefully these are shotgun shells again. Nope, regular ammo. And then we go here. These are always 4 shotgun shells, which is a very nice pickup. Then we go here, another shotgun shell, which is nice. Shoot this box. We're gonna opt not to go there, which is, you don't need the solid fuel at all, but if you get an herb, you can combine it with the chem fluid there. Shoot this box. Gunpowder. Drawer, which is shotgun shells, ammo on the ground, solid fuel. We might not have room here. We don't have room. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this early. So separating agent with this to make room, then pick this up. Then we come over here as quick as we can so we can go ahead and start doing our inventory stuff. So make enhanced, make flame rounds, and then we move everything like so. This is how I do it. Like this, and we're good. And I'll leave it up for a second on my next fight with her. But let's go ahead and retry again. Okay, so our cursor would have normally been about here. Let's go ahead and do this fight. This might be the last time, depending on how it goes. We'll see. But same thing. Get the items to make the heal, and then get the gunpowder. So this, make the heal. Be careful not to grab the gun. We got shotgun shells and regular ammo that time, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and heal once, animation cancel it. And let's do a flame round opener. So you just kind of creep up, because like as soon as she spawns, you back up. Flame round, boom, and then shoot her in the face a bunch. And reload on your way down, then reload your flame rounds. And shoot her in the face to aggro her. Switch to your shotgun, reload, let her stand all the way up. 1, 2, shoot between her legs. Bait her attack there, then run away. Reload the flame round, reload the shotgun. Let her climb the wall. Then 1, 2, and then unload on her. When you're shooting Marge, try your best either to hit her crotch or her face. Those are 2 like extra damage areas basically. And while she's up there, we make everything, and we actually did too much damage. So now she's gonna spawn over here somewhere. Yeah, she's down there. See her? So while I'm up here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this though, and then we're gonna go knock her off the wall. This is good. I'm glad this is happening. So flame rounder to get her off the wall. I back up a little bit. She kind of walks toward us. Flame rounder again. Careful, she's gonna jump at us. Okay, she got blocked by the wall there. Just nice. Just gonna shoot her as he's running here. And reload. Now this part is hard to tell where she spawns, but I'm gonna go up top basically. Okay, she's over here. You gotta listen close. This is why I have my volume usually relatively high. And she's dead. Okay. So get everything reloaded. But yeah, all three of those fights are pretty different from each other, so that's nice. Now we're just going through and picking up stuff while she's dying. We already picked that up there, so I'm just gonna drop down here. Go pick this up.
Just fucking stay dead, okay?
Yeah, and these are all optional pickups, by the way. If you feel like you have enough ammo to sufficiently handle the rest of the run, you have to do all these pickups, but a lot of them are just really nice to have. Shotgun shells, ammo, gunpowder, it's all good. Good stuff to get. And we don't have room again, so we're gonna combine this with this, make the room, pick it up, and then go to the gate and get everything sorted while we're waiting here. So this. Did I miss one of the pickups? I think I'm missing something. Oh, I haven't made the flame rounds yet. Okay, that's gonna go here. I was so confused for a second. This here, and there we go. I'll leave this up for a second in case you want to mimic it. But yeah, that's, I guess, the last time I'm going to show the Marge fight. I touched on this a second ago, but having your volume up pretty high is really nice for that fight. It's one of the few spots in the run I would say that volume is important, because she has, I'm going to just say 12 different spawn points, basically. Maybe more than that even, honestly. So it's nice to have your headphones on cranked pretty high so you can tell about where she's spawning, because it gets pretty crazy trying to keep track of her dumbass. Because the thing is, if she spawns in a bad spot and it takes you too long to get to her, she completely, her nest evolves to the point where it starts spawning bugs, and that makes that fight so much worse and more annoying. So you want to keep tabs on her to get to her as quick as you can. So yeah, I think I showed my inventory enough there. So now we go here, grab this coin, open this drawer, get that ammo. And now I'm pretty much just going through and reloading my guns, making sure everything's nice and tidy. And then we drop down here. And we'll just push through with the rest of the run. This part is honestly pretty comfy for a while. Like after Marge 2. Because I would say Marge 2 is probably one of the most fun, but also one of the hardest parts to execute well. So this part we're just going through and picking up key items and ammo and reading stuff. This is you can tag this drawer as you run past and then go over here and read this note. This is a note that has multiple pages, so you can just read and then cancel immediately like that. Again, you don't have to read every page, you just have to read the first page for this. And then you go here, if you've tagged the drawer, you can go ahead and pick that up. And what I like to do here is attempt to do a drive-by shot, like so. If you don't hit that shot like that, then you're just not cool, I guess. I'm sorry. But we're gonna come here. We already have our cursor on the lantern. Just go ahead and use that. Hit this if you haven't already. Open this drawer. I like to stand back a little bit because look at the hitbox. Nothing. 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 You see this shit? I like to stand, for some reason, it's easier to pick this up from far away. So I like open the drawer and kind of back up a little bit. And then once it gets active, I pick it up. And then we have a little bit of extra ammo, you can see. The way this ammo, the regular ammo stacks is up to 30. So since I have an extra one here, all we have to do to get that in the right spot is just reload once, because our ammo is we'll have 10 in the clip and 30 in reserve. So our inventory right now has like a stray bullet. But yeah, you just reload at that point. But if you have a larger surplus of ammo, then you might want to shoot it off, for instance, because that's a cheeky and efficient way to make space without slowing down, because you can just shoot while you're running around picking up other stuff. So anyway, let's continue on. There is a lockpick here. So when you get to this point, if you look, and there's basically a beam right here you can look as like your guide, and it's between these two bits of sludge here that you want to aim towards, and there's a lockpick right there if you can see it. So when we run in this room, we run this direction, we look up and we get the lockpick here, and then we turn around this way. Okay, I'm gonna try and show something here. There's a ball on the ground. This is just an extra bonus thing. You really don't have to worry about this, but it's cool. Basically what happens is you hit a trigger point for Evelyn to talk, and your character freezes, but you can actually pull up your inventory right when you hit it, and you can do some menuing for free. So we're gonna try and hit it. It's just like if you look straight down, it's just before you get to the ball here. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, I didn't get it because I stood back there so long. It makes her trigger point super fucking early, apparently. I should have paused, I think. Was I paused? I don't know. Either way, you get about right here-ish, and that's when you want to hit tab. Like this general area right here, normally. If you pause or wait too long in certain areas, like weird things happen like that. I've never seen her talk that early. I think I hit like this spot here, and she was already locking me in place. I've never seen that happen. But yeah, if you can hit tab about right here-ish, it'll trigger her to talk, and then you can freely move your cursor around and move shit if you want to. Again, it's just a bonus thing. You don't have to worry about that. This is one of those spots where we're going to slip past a mob. So we're gonna go to our graphics, change our frame rate to 30, and carry on. And here you just interact with that and crouch immediately, and then grab the arm.
Oh god, I guess this is it.
Okay, and just spam F through that. Crouch over here, and once you enter this next door, just go left and hug the wall and slip past him. It's really free at 30 FPS. Now that we're past him, just like every other time we've swapped it to 30, we can go straight back to variable so the game looks sexy. We can control our character more effectively, and just hopefully you know the pathing for this part. Just bob and weave, bob and weave. If this guy hits you like that, you don't have to heal through it. If you're really tight on inventory space in a run, like maybe you'd want to use the heal to, you know, keep some slots open and such. But in this run, we're actually going to visit the chest extra times, to make more room to keep it nice and cozy. So we're about to visit the chest now, and another reason we're not healing is because we're about to use steroids, which steroids not only increase your maximum health pool, but also top your character off to full health, which is really nice. So the order of operation here when we come in is touch the refrigerator door, like so, turn here and start inserting your coins. It's just 3. Then you come here to this note. This is a multi-page note, so as soon as you read the first page, just cancel out like so. I have 0D again, so this is just a picture. It's not his actual head, but it's the same thing. You just flip it around backwards and read it like so, and then cancel out. And then we come past here, and since we can't pick that up quite yet, I'm going to go ahead and visit the chest now. Alternatively, I would have just visited the chest after the fact, but let's go ahead and save as well. Yeah. Let's go ahead and save our game. Okay, so we made our save. We come over here and grab the steroids that we unlocked. And then as soon as we get outside, I go ahead and pop the steroids. That lets the whole animation carry out while we're running through a long stretch here. And now we're finally gonna get to cash in on that treasure photo we got way earlier in the run. I just closed the door in my face because I'm a dummy. But yeah, just go this way and you're gonna get a coin here on your left in the turret right there. And there's some ammo here, but the thing is, like I said, we have 30 bullets stacked already. So if we get those 5 right there, it's gonna take up another slot and we're getting kind of tight on space already. So I'm gonna opt to skip these bullets here. We're gonna come straight here, interact with this door, go to the crow key. We're gonna pop this fucker in the face. I hate bobbleheads. And we're gonna come here and we're gonna get this steroid. Now in my 80% run, I did grab these supplements, which supplements are good for making neuro rounds. But the thing is, you only have so many strong chem fluids in this run. So it just is inconvenient to grab that. So I'm not actually gonna worry with it here. So just come here, grab the steroids, and then come back here. This door should be able to be open now. Grab this coin, shotgun shells, 3, neuro rounds, flame rounds, and then swap to your grenade launcher now and press G to reload to your neuro. What that does is it frees up the slot because that neuro round would have been here, and it gets you ready for the fat molded fight because you're not going to touch your grenade launcher until the fat molded fight, which is several minutes away. So that's just like a 2 birds 1 stone kind of situation, which is really nice. And then just go back to your regular ammo here. And now this is another part coming up where you want to be 30 FPS, but you have to be careful with this one because this is one of those that if you swap it too late, then it doesn't work because the mobs already spawned and for some reason it just happens that way. So we want to swap our FPS pretty much about now is the safe spot, I would say. So go to options, graphics, variable to 30. And once we open this door like this, you have like a second or so there to check your inventory. Basically what we want to have set up here is our cursor being the first empty slot. This doesn't really count unless your inventory is full, but we're gonna move our cursor here and we're gonna pop the steroids. So that creates an empty slot and it gets it in the right the right space to use the snake key we're about to pick up. So here we just kind of hug the right, run this way, go back to variable after we've done our drive-by, and now here I have 0 so the key's actually on the table, and then there's a coin here. You're probably gonna have to come here and reach down his throat like that. I'm gonna grab this heal actually. Then we come here, interact with this, spam through here. He might hit us. Oh, he didn't. Okay, there's a coin here. Then you can flip around and shoot this bobble. That one's really easy to forget, so be careful there. And we're gonna grab these enhanced bullets here and swap to our shotgun. Here I kind of run in a straight line and look down a little bit, and then I shoot about there. I don't know. I don't want to go into too much detail with that shot. I could spend 5 minutes talking about that guy. But you don't have to kill him. You just want to hit him and knock him back or kill him either way. This shot is pretty consistent. That guy's head sort of leans to your left and then he slowly sways back center. And so I just line up the shot in that center spot and then just wait for him to get there and blast him in his face. And then we go up here to Lucas's room. Can spam for the key. Okay, this part we're gonna have to okay, so there's a note. We're gonna end up having to delete our coins, I believe. Yeah, to make space here. So note here, this is a cancel one, so read then cancel immediately and then come to this cabinet if you want to. There's a random spawn there, and then when you interact with this, I just go straight backwards with the mouse and then I tap F. 2 shotgun shells here. This is a cancel one, so read, cancel, and then go to the ladder. And now once we go to this right section, there's a coin and an axe, but we're not gonna have room for it. Well, we're gonna have room for this, but the next pick up the blue key card we're not going to have room for. So once you pick up the coin and this, we're going to need to go to our coins here and delete them to make space. And then while we're here, I'm going to actually move the axe down like so. And I'm going to move this key up here like this. All the movement and stuff is optional. The main thing there is if you don't have the space for this blue key card, just go ahead and delete your coins because they still count. Once you pick them up, your menu screen is going to show them as collected, so you can delete them at that point because we don't need them anymore. We don't have to. You don't have to get the attack coin, the defense coin, the magnum, anything like that. The only pertinent items are coins, notes, stabilizers, steroids, and bobbleheads. Okay, so when you interact with this one, what I do is push my mouse straight forward like so, and you can see about how that shadow is lined up. You can see it looks like a weapon now in his hand, or an axe. And then once he's lined up there, I tap D a little bit, and then I line up like so. So I'm going to cancel out of this one and show it again. So straight back with the mouse like so, and then tap D a little bit, and we're lined up. I'll show it one more time. This is how I do it. Straight back, and then slightly tilts, and there you go. It doesn't have to be perfect, but in my experience, this one has to be better placed than the spider puzzle, for instance. Now we go forward just a little bit, get the blue key card. This is I actually missed this bobble in one of my PBs one time. So shoot this bastard right there. And then we go down. Now we're going across to Grandma's room. Grandma's room is nice because now we don't really have to worry about inventory space near as much because we're going to get another backpack. Okay, this is another spot where I do a little bit of item management. So once I interact with this, I'm done with the snake key. So now my main items I'm looking at are my key cards, which I'm about to get the red one, and I already have the blue one, and then we're gonna need the axe soon. So in my head, we're gonna pick up a gunpowder and enhanced bullets, which the enhanced bullets will stack. So therefore our key card needs to be in slot 2, and our axe can actually just stay in slot 1 here. And we're gonna keep our cursor on it as well. So yeah, we got everything situated there. Now let's go in. We can open this cabinet here. We don't have room for regular ammo, but that's fine. That just means we have a shit ton of ammo, which is great. When you open this door, you can actually interact with, I'm going to show you what it is. It's a book with a lockpick in it. You can actually interact with it immediately through the door, and it just positions it better. You can basically move your mouse a little right, and then once you see the F, just double tap it about that speed. Just doot doot. If you do it like really, really fast, it might not work, but just kind of do a slower tap like that. We have that now, so get the backpack. You can shoot this box and determine if you want to pick up whatever that is. And then here we go to 1015 backwards. Start spamming F once it gets past the 6. Double tap, read that note, and drop down here. And I'm just, I cycle through my weapons a lot, you might notice. I'm just kind of double checking things. I am going to pick up these 5 bullets here just to show where they are. Once you get to the bottom here, you can turn right, and there's 5 bullets like that, and then you flip around 180. Tag this cabinet, get the gunpowder, get the 5 enhanced, get the key card, and then we get these shotgun shells here, which are 2, and then we come out. This part just kind of run in a pretty clean line past this guy, and he should never hit you. You don't want to hug too much and get caught on him. Just kind of go to that left side. You see our ammo situation is pretty dang nice right now. 24 shotgun shells. Hell yeah. Okay, here. I'm just going to say try and hit the shot as best you can, which we hit it cleanly there. And then I kind of go to this left side, weave through these bushes here, and then we double tap because I already had my cursor set for the axe. My mouse movement here is straight right. And once I get about here, I pull it down just a touch, like so. I could probably interact immediately once I get it, once I move it right there, but I like to get it kind of clean. So straight right, and then tilt down. I'm gonna show it one more time. Go straight right, tilt down, and then place it. Here, the spawn takes just a split second, so you can get kind of close to it and then start spamming F. And then our cursor is right next to the blue key card, so we're going to interact with that one first. So we go right, interact, and then F down F, and then we combine our gunpowder with our, while we're waiting for that door to activate, it takes like a couple seconds or something. I just go ahead and make the enhanced ammo. Here, there's 5 bullets here that you can sort of turn and grab like so. So like as you're running, you can just be like, doop, and grab that. And then if you really want it, there's 2 bullets here, and then we interact with the TV. Okay, so first thing is there's a coin right here, just after the TV. And then we're gonna take our sweet time with these shots. Just line them up nicely. So you can shoot this first bomb here, like so. Shoot the mannequin to blow up that one. Shoot this one. And there's an herb you can pick up. There's some bullets right here you can pick up. This part, what I like to do is crouch under this bomb, like so. And as I'm strafing under it, I like to shoot that bomb like that. And then we get the 1 shotgun shell here. This one I don't shoot because you can just move to the left of it like this and just weave through. Then we get a gunpowder here, go here. This coin is really easy to forget. Then we shoot this box, pick up whatever that is. And then this is another coin that's really easy to forget because it's kind of tucked away in this corner. But after we pick this coin up, we do a 180 and we shoot the bomb, like so. And then this part, there's another bomb that goes across right there. What you can do is just hug the right side of this threshold and it won't hit you. Pick up these 2 shotgun shells and interact with this keypad. Now, when you get control of Ethan again here, what I do is hold shift for sprint and then I spam my cancel button. I don't actually push any directions. If you start pushing any movement directions, then your cursor will start moving around the keypad and waste time. So I just spam cancel here. And I pick up the herb. And then I come here. And what I like to do is put up both of my keys. And then I take out the arm and the crank. And then I put them right back in. That just resorts my inventory nice and neat, which is great. Okay, so you have a little bit of time to kill here if you're fast with the box. So what you can actually do is go ahead and use your stabilizer if you want. And then I animation cancel that one. Then I combine my gunpowder with my ammo. And then I move my cursor to my lockpick. So now everything's set up pretty well like we want it. And then I go ahead and reload back to my enhanced for this part. And we get this chem fluid here. Now what we're gonna do here is there's a trip mine coming up. What I like to do to be efficient and comfy is when I get to the trip mine, I crouch under it and I turn around backwards and there's gonna be a 4-legged molded that spawns. So while I'm crouched under and getting past the trip mine, I'm also aiming at that guy with enhanced and we're trying to shoot him in the face. So let's try that. So the trip mine is at the second like great thing or whatever. And then we aim. What? I've never seen this happen. Have you seen this, Dan? He didn't spawn. So I think we just figured out something here. So you can actually make it to where he doesn't spawn at all. Let me check my settings. Variable. Desync on. I paused, I think. This is wild. Man, I need to get that consistent. That'd be great for a run. Doesn't spawn at all. Okay, well, we're gonna go back to regular ammo. I might show this section again, actually. Okay, so open the door, bomb. Bomb. This bomb here, shoot it in just a second. Don't shoot it now, it'll actually hurt you. And this bomb over here, you actually have to move in the room a bit more to shoot it like this. And you can come here, flip around and shoot this one. And now that all 4 bombs are gone and this room's safe. So interact with this here to get the steroids, and then we pick up whatever this is. There's 2 ammo spawns here, and then open this drawer to get the coin. And then here, I'm just gonna shoot this guy in his face. Like so. And then here I'm gonna try and shoot these guys. I'm gonna back up a little bit. This gets really scary really fast. I think he's still coming. I'm basically just trying to snipe him with my shotgun. Okay, now I was getting sloppy with that, but you have a lot of ammo at this point, so just however you want to handle those guys, basically. So I get those neuro rounds there by the hay, and then I come in this room, and I immediately put in my lockpick, and you can also see my inventory. I have 2 herbs and 2 chem fluids, so we can combine both of those to make 2 heals. And there's also another chem fluid and an herb in this room. So as soon as I insert that, I go pick up chem fluid, go pick up herb, and then I tab over and I make 3 heals. And then I move my cursor down to the first empty slot, which is here. And I'm gonna go ahead and save. First things first. And then after the save, we go here, pick that up, and then shoot this bauble right here. If you couldn't see where that was, it's on this little bit of wood right there. The second one out from you that you have to shoot. And I like to shoot it from further away like I was. It just, like I said, it makes the, for some reason, it seems to make the shot more accurate. If at this point of the run, you're really scared about how much ammo you have, there's some shotgun shells here, and there's a box right there that you can shoot. And then over on this side, there's another box. I'm not gonna get them, but those are just 2 more options for you. Okay, I'm probably, unless this is a complete disaster for some reason, I'm probably only going to show this fight once. So we come here, we get the battery, and you can see we moved our cursor to the first empty slot because of this battery. That makes it where we're going to be able to just cleanly interact with the insert there. And then we get whatever's in that box, and we come here and get these supplements. Do not shoot this box because it explodes. And so we come up here, get the battery, get those 2 items, and we come straight down here. Interact with this with the double F, and then we go over here. I'm not going to get the separating agent there. I am going to shoot this box though, and then I'm going to reload to enhanced, and I have my, this is just like the pretty much like getting ready for Marge 1 or 2, except instead of flame rounds we're getting our neuro ready. So, and here we're just chilling. As soon as this door opens up and you have a clean shot, just shoot. It doesn't have to be a perfect shot. You're just basically shooting a neuro round between them. It not only damages them, but it also stuns them, and that gives you time to pretty safely do the strat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to neuro, I'm going to swap to my shotgun, I'm going to shoot the one on the right in the face twice, I'm going to reload, do an animation cancel with the block to reload faster, I'm going to shoot the right one more time, and that should burst his head, and then my second shotgun shell is going to go for the left one. Shoot him in the face and swap to my enhanced rounds and start shooting him in the face again. We're going to go maybe 2 shots, and then we're going to hold block, because by that time the right one's going to explode, so we don't want to take that damage and we don't want to get knocked back, more importantly. And then after he explodes, then we continue our rotation with the enhanced rounds. So let's see hopefully what that looks like here. So neuro, the stun, then shotgun reload, and then boom, and then swap to enhance, 1, 2, block, and then keep shooting his face. You can take your time with these shots. Think about the Mia 2 fight. Like, just, you want to take your time and make sure you're hitting those shots. Otherwise you're gonna have to waste time reloading and whatnot. Okay, so once you're on the elevator, you have a lot of time to kill, so you can get everything situated here. I'm not gonna get too carried away, but I just reload my neuro, back to flame. Yeah, we're not gonna get fancy here at all. Just get all your guns reloaded. And then at this point, gonna first, this is the order of operation. Tag this button, then get this coin, grab this heal, read the note, which you can double tap, and then go back. And by that time, the staircase should be nice and ready. And then at this point of the run, I basically do like a double tap and then cursor double tap. So I'm gonna go like double tap, double tap, double tap, like this. Oops. But yeah, you can take your sweet time with that. And here it's 1408. Nothing really to talk about here. You can do some diagonal movements, but that's not comfy, so we're not doing it. Then you come here, and then I move my cursor to the top left slot.
Have a nice day.
Spam for the candle, and what you're trying to get to is this point right here. As soon as you get here, you're good. You can just fuck off for a bit. But we want to move our cursor at some point to the top left here for the interaction coming up. We can just spam F.
Kiss my ass.
Ethan, language. There are children in the building somewhere.
Once he laughs,
I'm not sure anymore.
the little that's about when you can start spamming. And then the third click here, that's 2. This next one coming up, start spamming after the third one. And then run straight over here. You can just spam F for this insert. And then while you're waiting for that door to open up your inventory and move your cursor down 1 like that. And you can spam F for this. And then these movements are 5 up or down. It doesn't matter either direction. Do 5 and then go right. 5 and then go right. And then as soon as you hit the R here, just spam F. And get this little crank. Or valve handle. And just come over here. This is one of those interactions you can do that you want to position yourself and not let the game do it because you slow down, but it's a very small thing. You don't have to worry about it in this run. Here you can spam F. Because that's one of those parts where your cursor is going to move, but you do it intentionally. So I actually keep holding down W there because I want my cursor to slide up 1 slot. It's one of like the only spots that works out really nicely like that. This part you don't have to rush, but you do have like 20 seconds before the bomb explodes, so don't take too long here. It doesn't matter if you grab the bomb first or rip open the wall. And what I do here is I turn like this and I back my ass up into the corner like so, all the way, and then I move my... I'm gonna keep my cursor here actually, never mind, because I'm gonna make a save, so it's not gonna matter. And we're just waiting. I think it's about 20 seconds that the bomb shows. And then as soon as it explodes, come through here, grab this.
That was supposed to be for you, goddammit!
Okay, in case we mess this up, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is something you can ignore. Okay, so we made the save, and I was gonna skip this, but if you actually move your cursor early down to one of these slots, it's pretty neat what you can do here. It's a small thing, but so after we pick up the D series head, you can go straight to your inventory here, and with your cursor in this spot you can go left, up, and then you can start spamming through all these items. We don't need the coin, so you can actually skip that if you want, and just kind of take your time and get all the pertinent items. You don't need anything else pretty much. Coins aren't going to help you. You don't need your keys. You don't need your knife. But if we move our cursor back over to our inventory, it's in the same slot that we positioned it in beforehand, and then we can just do this and go straight to our crank, and then we cancel out like that. And so open this door. Switch to your handgun, turn around and pop this bobble here. That's another easy one to forget. And we'll be able to spam F here for this interaction, which is nice. And then I keep my handgun out to remind me that I have another bobble to shoot up here.
I'm coming, Mia.
And then once we shoot this bobble, we're gonna have a couple of important shotgun hits to do. These four-legged moldeds make like a growl thing or scream that they do when they jump out of the water, and then they growl one more time, and that lets you know. This is about where this shot is, by the way, so you can see the blue effect that happens. If you're not comfortable with that shot, you can walk up closer to it, it's fine. But yeah, once they growl the second time, once they've landed on the pier or whatever, or the docks, you're good to shoot them because their iframe should drop by then. So here, listen close. Did you hear that second sort of he did? That's how you know we're able to shoot him, but we didn't hit a perfect shot there, so he survived. But he shouldn't be much of an issue here. Here, kind of run to the right, and then we're gonna have to look down left and shoot him, like so. That's not a very easy shot to hit, but I believe in you. Okay, so we're in the save room, so we're safe right now. I'm going to first save, and then I'll show this section. Okay, let's show it from opening the door. It's about what this room looks like, based on how much space we have. Anyway, okay, so when we enter this room, you can kind of turn right as you're going toward, you're basically going towards this box. So you can kind of turn right and shoot one of those boxes, and then go to your lockpick. And while this animation's happening, you can come over here, you can pick up this, pick up this. We're low health, but we have 6 heals. So because of our space, we only have 3 empty slots. I'm not going to pick up these herbs or this chem fluid here. I am, however, going to pick up this gunpowder, which I always get. So yeah, you shoot these boxes, pick up the ammo that usually drops there. Come here, get the gunpowder. Come here, get the 2 strong chem fluids. Come here, get the shotgun shells, get the handgun ammo, and then we go to Jackie Boy. And at this part, you can go ahead and, as you're running up the stairs, you can go ahead and check that your flame rounds are loaded, your shotgun's loaded up, and then you have regular ammo ready to shoot some boxes. And then you can, you don't have to do that like quickly, but you do want to check to make sure everything's set before Jack 3.
Right here. There should be enough, right?
But what we're going to do here is, as soon as we get control again, we're going to turn around and shoot some boxes, and then we're going to go to our enhanced ammo, so don't forget. So you can turn here and shoot about there, and that'll take out both of those boxes right there. What that allows is, when we're running around in the Jack 3 fight, we don't have to swap back to our regular ammo to shoot those. We can just keep our enhanced selected, which is really nice and convenient. And then if you can see it, there's a box right there. We can also shoot that one, which is nice. And then as soon as you, if you decide to shoot these boxes, as soon as you get done with that part, immediately go back to your enhanced ammo, because it's very important that you have that ready for this fight. And then, since we're low health, since we got hit a bit earlier, I'm going to go ahead and heal once before I take that from Zoe. And another important thing here is, we have 1 supplement and 1 solid fuel. That means we can make neuro rounds once, and we can make flame rounds once. And then we're out of strong chem fluids. And now we have 1 gunpowder, so we can combine this with this. And then to keep things consistent, I'm going to move my guns in the same spots that I normally have them. That allows your handgun to be 2 on the keyboard, shotgun 3, and grenade launcher 4. And so the gun so make sure your enhance is loaded like this, shotgun's loaded, and flame rounds are ready to go. That's very important. You do not want neuro rounds at the beginning of this fight. I am going to be showing the best strat that I know, because if you do this strat, it's not incredibly difficult, I would say, and it makes the fight so much easier, so much easier. Because if Jack 3 gets out of hand, it gets fucking bananas. It's just a pain in the ass. So have everything situated, have your gun set, make your ammo, and once you're absolutely sure you're ready to go, you can tap F here.
Hey, one of those is mine.
Okay, I'm gonna be talking through this fight as I do it, but I'm gonna show it multiple times, so hopefully it'll stick at some point. But we have our flame round ready, so as soon as we are able to shoot, we shoot a flame round, then we swap to our shotgun. So flame round, shotgun, shotgun block, swap to enhance, keep shooting him in the eye, just twice, reload your shotgun, reload your flame round, stand about here, flame round, shotgun, shotgun, swap to your grenade launcher and go to neuro with G, shoot his eye, then swap back to flame rounds, reload everything, swap to your shotgun, pick up all this shit, drop down, shoot that eye right there, and then we're gonna get ready to shoot the tail here, and then shotgun the eye, and then reload your shotgun, reload the flame round, stand here, shoot the tail about there, get over here, once he puts his arm down, don't shoot until he does his arm there. Then we shotgun. If his arm doesn't blow up there, you can finish it off with enhanced rounds. Come over here, reload to Neuro, let him get settled in, and then shoot. And then shoot his eye with the shotgun. Come over here, twice on that eye. Come over here, shoot the eye on the bottom left. Then shoot this one up top. Finish it off with enhanced if you have to. Reload your shotgun, and then reload back to flame rounds, and that's pretty much the hard bit. Now this rotation is flame round, shotgun, and then enhanced to finish them all. You should be slowed down a little bit here, which is nice. Okay, so this phase is really easy if you keep in mind if he does get a swing off, just block that shit and then start shooting him again. But if you stick to the strat and you feel pretty comfortable with it, you're able to get him slowed down at the beginning of this phase, and it makes it really comfy to just finish him off without him doing anything to you. But just keep in the back of your mind, like, if you need to block, do it. Don't hesitate. But that's pretty much the fight. I'm just going to show that same exact strat at least twice more.
Zoe, get your ass back to the house. I will deal with you later.
Okay, so as soon as you get control, just start spamming for the flame round, then go to shotgun. Shotgun block, and then enhanced, go back to your shotgun, pick that up, reload your flame round, stand here, and shoot. Shotgun. I have to block this. Go to neuro rounds, shoot the eye, go back to flame, go back, reload your shotgun, go through here. I'm not gonna be able to shoot the eye like I want, that's fine. Shoot this eye, and shotgun once. And go back to flame rounds. Shoot the tail. Over here. Okay, he's going down early, which is fine. I'm gonna shoot that eye there. So we're kind of improvising here. And then I'm gonna go back to neuro. Once he gets settled down, I'm gonna shoot this eye. I'm gonna shoot his arm. And shoot enhanced to finish him off there. And then shoot his tail. Like so. And then shoot his under eye in the bottom left. Shoot enhanced, go back to shotgun, and then reload, and then go back to flame rounds, pick this up. I'm gonna go ahead and heal once too. Okay, that was a little hairy. I would say, like, if I do this strat, like maybe like 2% of the time it'll get out of whack like that, and just kind of improvise. But let's see if we can handle this. Get ready to block here because he's fast. Like so, and then go to enhance, and he's dead. It very rarely goes that poorly, but even then we were able to handle it. That's when it gets scary. You might not be able to handle that situation if you're not used to him. But so, yeah, sometimes he just acts a little funky. Like if you hit imperfect shots, the strat doesn't quite work out. So flame round. Shotgun block, enhanced, reload your shotgun, reload your flame rounds, stand here, one, shotgun, swap to your neuro, shoot his eye, swap to your flame rounds, go back to your shotgun, pick up all this shit. Now try and get that eye shot there. Now go over here, get ready to shoot his tail. Shotgun his eye once. You can do twice if you want, and then go back to your flame rounds. Shoot his tail about there. Come over here. Wait for him to put his arm down. And then shotgun twice. Again, if he doesn't explode there, you can finish him off with enhanced rounds. Reload your shotgun. Come over here. Reload your neuro. Let him get settled in first. Once he starts moving, you can neuro him in the eye there. Reload your shotgun, shoot twice on that tail, it should burst it. Then shoot underneath here, there's an eye there. Reload again. Hit this one. And now while he's getting ready to go to phase 2, Go over here and grab some stuff. Okay. So keep your flame rounds ready. We should have enough enhanced ammo at that point to not have to reload it, so. Alright, you should be a little slow here, so flame. Shotgun, shotgun. Get ready to block. Okay, we didn't need it that time. Okay, so that's enough Jack. I'm just getting everything reloaded here.
Now, I've seen everything.
Ethan, this way.
And then here you just spam F once you get control, or once it prompts you. You just start spamming about here.
Serum on him.
There we go.
Want me to cure him?
I said this in the other tutorial. I don't know how to really show Jack any other way. If you can stick to that general strat, it usually goes pretty decently. He's like getting the neuros rotated in and out. It keeps him slowed down, and it's basically just hitting your shots. And for the most part, it's a lot of it's honestly a lot of flame rounds, neuros mixed in, and a lot of shotgun shells. And you use the filler is pretty much just enhanced, but mostly it's just those other two weapons.
There can't just be one left. What the hell are we gonna
Just look a little bit left here. Make sure you're looking at Mia, and you can just spam F. Okay, now that we have control of Mia here, we're just doing a walking simulator for a little bit. Just crouch into this. Once you get control again after this interaction with Ethan, I sort of move to the right a bit, and it lets me bypass the sledge. I aim about here, run straight forward, and then I loop left, and then I'm able to get past it. Yeah, there's not really much happening for a while here. Just a walking simulator with a few flashbacks. I will say though, just get your butt ready, because if you're looking to finish this run without dying, or take the speedrun seriously or anything like that, this boat will just shit on your Cheerios in the worst way possible. I promise you. It's easily the worst part of the run. It's not only not fun, but it's fucking cancer. And for some reason, they at times on the boat they just leave Mia so defenseless. Like, she has like the shittiest weapons. Your only saving grace is whenever you get bombs. Once you get to this hat, by the way, just kind of flip around like this. The bombs are good, the remote bombs, but like you have like a knife and like this shitty ass machine gun, and it's like the developers are just pointing and laughing at you. Alright, so just get down here as quick as you can. And again, I think I touched on this, but sprinting does not help when you're crouched, so you don't have to sprint here. Just give I have my sprint on shift, which is default, so my pinky gets a little break here, which is nice. I'm like constantly holding it. You don't have to hold it, by the way. I think it's a toggle thing. Like you can just tap shift and you sprint, but the thing is I hold it because if I hit a wall, then the sprint is interrupted. So I just hold it down, so I'm just always sprinting. And here, did I mention VSync? I don't know if I mentioned VSync. Either way though, with my game, for some reason, it might be a PC issue. With my game / PC, I have to keep VSync on after the guest house because some parts of my game can wig out. They don't always do it, but sometimes. And this is one of those parts. As with VSync off, I had Evelyn freeze at this next part. and I couldn't get past her, so I like soft locked the game. And then I restarted the section, turned VSync on, and I was able to get past her. So I was like, I see. But yeah, it's like this part right here when you come up the stairs. I just couldn't, like, I got to like the top step and I just froze.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so here, when I come in this room, there's a coin here in the washer, right here. And in this part, I just double tap F, like so. And I turn around, get this chem fluid. If you want to be extra safe here, close this door, or close those doors in his big dumb face. Then come here, bomb, herb, and then we can go out here. And then double tap F. If you have your cursor in the third slot there, you won't have to move it, which is nice. Which you have ample opportunity to move your cursor to the third slot early. You can do it at Jack 3. You can do it during the flashback that you have with Mia. And here, just like look down a little bit at the tape and then look up at the VCR and then insert it.
Fix this.
Okay, as soon as you get control of Mia, we're gonna show this part twice here. The first time I show this, I'm gonna show the Alan 1 skip. So what you do here, there's a few things you need to consider. Okay, so when you get out of this section here, stand up, you bitch. She like, literally won't stand up. Anyway, so if I'm trying to go as fast as possible, when I come out of this and I stand up, I'm basically trying to line up my reticle with just to the left side of these two bars on these ovens here. You don't want to be right on it because that's too far over, but if you go just a little bit extra left, you should be good. But I'm kind of doing this as I'm running, so I'm kind of running at an angle, so it's a little harder to line up. If you just take your time though, like so, get about right here-ish, run forward, and then what you can do, you turn right, open these doors first, turn backwards. As soon as you see the F, like hit F and then flip around like that. And boom, Alan 1 skip is done. Now the thing is though, we're about to trigger the Alan phone call now, I think. Yeah.
How's it going?
She's vomiting.
Because
far more in excess of her
I
body
wanted
mass.
to grab the
Oh, great.
if you do Alan 1 skip, probably just abandon this herb and this chem fluid, which is right there on that chair. I'll show you.
This is getting out of
If you're not going to do the Alan 1 skip, then it gets a lot easier to grab this herb and this chem fluid here, right there. Okay. And then we go about our merry way, and there's a chem fluid right here beside the pallet, or between the pallet and the wall. We can grab right there. And there's also an herb, which is right here. Oh my god, I can't grab it. Ouch. And then we're gonna go to 60. The 60 frame rate just seems to help this molded in the elevator there. Tag this button for the elevator as you're running past. Come in here. Read the note, cancel out, pick up the ammo. This could be a disaster right here with my health the way it is, but we'll see. We're gonna try. So run in this elevator, go to the back corner, stand here, shoot his ass. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. Yep. I'm gonna show that all again. I'm not gonna do the Alan 1 skip this time. The reason I died there is one, we kind of got bad RNG. I couldn't push him out of the elevator. And then two, I was already weak from the hit because I couldn't grab the herb because I'm a dumbass. But I'm gonna keep my frame rate here at 60. So we don't have to switch it again.
But it serves
But yeah, we're not gonna do the Alan 1 skip this time.
It's my fault she got out.
Yeah, it is your fault. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you die.
She didn't attack you.
It's part of her imprinting protocol. I can't believe this is
But
happening.
you're not actually trying to kill that mold in the elevator. You just want to like push him back with your
Has your
gun,
tissue sample.
and you get him out. You get him past the elevator line, and you're able to hit the S2 button.
Okay, Evie, where are you?
But if he decides not to cooperate, which is pretty often, you just kind of have to deal with him. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're just gonna do no skip this time. So come here.
She's not down. I'll have to reset.
We're chilling.
How's it going?
She's
If you want to, you can just like
far more
go over
excess than
here,
body mass.
maybe drink some beer, come back. But we're gonna wait because I want to actually get this herb, so.
All right. We need to find her and fast. This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
I would say the LN1 skip is easy enough to do though. So we get this herb, we open this door, go get this chem fluid. This time we're gonna be more fluid so we don't get stuck and get fucking bodied by both of these moldeds. Yeah, I'm just picking up all the normal stuff. Let's try to do it faster though. Like so. Okay, we didn't get hit that time because we were fast. Now tag this elevator button. This is very important actually. Don't miss that. Then we come here. Read the note, cancel out, get the ammo. Damn. Fucking note wanted to be read again. Now we come get flush with the elevator, sprint forward, go to the back corner, try and shoot his ass when he stands up. Tag the button, block in case he hits you. Now here we're gonna make 2 heals, and I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way. You don't have to move all this like this, but that's how I'm gonna do it. And then we're gonna go to, I'm gonna go to 30 here. Yeah, I put my cursor, I moved that stuff and then put my cursor in a very specific spot on purpose. So we're gonna go here, herb, ammo, open this door. Just kind of run a relatively decent line to these bombs here. Make sure you pick up both of them. Then come in this room and just try and get to the next section as fast as you can. This guy, you might need to block. Let's see what he does though. He didn't do anything. Literally did nothing. I'm gonna keep my frame rate at 30. It makes it harder to interact with things and menu and stuff, but I'm gonna need it for 30 in a second anyway after this part. So there's a chem fluid over there in that box that I get. And then here I'm gonna grab 2 corrosive. Actually, I'm gonna grab all 3. Yeah, let's grab all 3 corrosives, like so. Then we come here, and if your cursor's in the right spot, you should be able to just spam F for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a heal, like so.
No, Evie, I'm not.
And
mad.
reload.
Wait,
Now this part here,
did you call me? I don't.
there's these well, let me show you. There's this bar here, there's one that comes up after that, and there's a third one. I basically moved to right in the middle of 2 and 3, like so, and then I flip around like that.
And I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie.
That's enough distance to trigger this part.
Right now. Okay.
Baby, wait!
There is an Allen 2 skip, but it's pretty tough
But she ran
to do
off.
quickly.
She's making
I'm not
more
gonna
friends,
show it.
Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Are you okay?
You just about getting a
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 30 here, and we're just gonna try and run past these guys. We have enough heals to where if we get hit by them and we're at full health, we should be able to survive it, and I can just heal through it. So I'm just gonna run like out wide here. We got hit, that's fine. Now close these doors here, like so, in his face. And then we're gonna interact with this. This is gonna give us more ammo and bombs and heals and stuff. So herb, ammo, bomb, chem fluid, make another heal like that. I'm gonna heal once real fast. And then here we're gonna make sure our gun and bomb are ready, shoot him a little bit. And then just bomb the shit out of him. Yeah, you have 4 bombs. You don't need them anymore. Because these bombs don't carry over. So you basically just use the ever-living shit out of them on those 3 moldeds there. Because they're the problem childs. Yeah, I said childs. What of it? I didn't say children. Come at me. Here, We want to move our cursor at this slot, I believe. Yeah, I think that's the good slot.
Emergency safety lockdown system has
It's like, do you
been
say
engaged.
people or persons? I'm gonna go with childs, because it's more fun. Anyway, this part I go ahead and toss my frame rate back to variable because this mob doesn't matter. When you're at full health, like, you're not gonna really have issues. Oh, I got the other corrosive, but we really don't need it. So I just kind of run out wide here. Okay, if he does that specific attack, the overhead, this like the delayed overhead attack like that, I turn and block it because not so much for the health, but because I don't want to get staggered and slowed down. So I just block it. It seems faster. And then we just go up to the 3rd floor here. I'm gonna skip this cutscene, but I will say the next cutscene that's like ultra sleek looking in the rain and stuff, you can actually skip, by the way. Okay, so ignore this part. I'm gonna make a save real fast. And I'm gonna keep my cursor back where it was. I think this is a slot we need because we're gonna have the other chem fluid that'll go there. And then the T-tool thing, whatever, will go here. Yeah, so we're gonna keep our cursor. Anyway, let's resume. So we're gonna go here, pick up that chem fluid, and we're gonna interact with this elevator. And we're gonna go up the ladder here. The long ladder of despair. Now, some parts are not too bad, but there's a lot of choke points in this part of the boat coming up soon. But this top floor, for instance, there's nothing really happening scary. There's no mobs or anything up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull my bombs out. So the order here is to go get the tool here, or the lug wrench, I should say. And after we grab the lug wrench, then we're gonna, as we run past the locker there, we're gonna tag it open. This part, you just need to put the bomb next to that guy, and it's important here. You can wait. Like if you run past and you drop the bomb, and then you come here, grab the coin. It's important to show this. I don't think you necessarily have to show it exploding and bursting him or whatever. But it's important to show that spot to know that the bauble is actually taken out. Because on your stats screen, this is always, if you've already gotten them, like that doesn't ever reset. These numbers reset, the coins and the files and the stabilizers and steroids reset, which is nice. But this number for some reason doesn't reset. So you have to make sure to show either the animation of you taking the bauble out or the fact that the bauble's not there anymore for your run to be accepted. So as we're running past here, grab this herb. And then our cursor should be in the right spot this time to be able to spam for it. Yeah. So you can just, as you're standing up, you can just spam F like this. And then I make the heals, and then I move my cursor about here. And then we go, this is one of those parts I'm gonna go 60 because it seems like the fat moldeds behave a little better at 60 FPS. Okay. So we just run straight here. Then we get corrosive heal, and then we leave the room. There's a coin here. It's just really easy to forget. Kind of a cheeky spot if you ask me. And then we run over here, and as I'm running past this room, I open these doors. Then I run straight over here. And this other bomb is going to be used for this bauble up here. So as soon as I get up top, I don't move her, I just spin her. So I spin with the mouse, and I look down about 45 degrees or so, and I place the bomb in it, and then I just immediately detonate it. Like so. You don't have to actually move her though with the keyboard to get that perfect. So we grab the bomb there, we come here, Grab that coin. And we come this way. Now this part can be pretty sketch because sometimes the fat molded will spawn on the first floor, which it sounds like he is spawning there. Yeah, we're about to get fucked. Grab this here and then run for your fucking life because he's right up behind us. Alright, we're gonna nuke this guy. And I'm gonna close that door in his face. I don't know why he spawns there. There's a note here. You can read and cancel. There's a note here. Read, cancel. And yeah, he's just chilling over there somewhere. I don't understand those spawns. I really don't. It's just something you gotta deal with. It happens. It's like a mix of VSync on, off, frame rate set to something, and your specific movements and timings and everything just equals to sometimes you get fucked. Here you can double tap. You want to read, don't read this part, read this top section. So you can double tap that scattered note. Okay, so this part here, I'm gonna actually do something really peachy, which is what this guide's about. I'm gonna move my corrosive here at the top left. This will make it to where we can hold W the whole time and just spam F like a crazy person. Kind of move to the left side and spam F as fast as you can. What happens there is you don't get iframes or anything, but if you're fast enough, the animation pulls you in and you're able to get in front of his attack box or whatever. He doesn't actually hit you, which is really nice because he hurts. Now we're gonna come here, get a corrosive, and then we're gonna go here, interact with this, and then move our cursor here, and then you kind of crouch down, interact with that one, stand up. Now cursor's in a good spot for the interaction of the elevator. Now we're gonna go to 30. This isn't necessarily for slipping past mobs, more so than for some reason it just seems easier to get through this room at 30 frame rate. So cancel out of it, get ready to spam for the pickup here for the cable, and then we go this way. Okay, we got hit there, but it's not a huge deal. Didn't take too much damage. What's scary is if that fat molded chases you down this hallway. Okay, we're gonna kind of hug the right here, slip past that guy. And when we get to the elevator with our cursor in the position it does, we're able to just spam F and then move left one for the next one. So we go cable, and then we go fuse, and then I move my, read this note by the way, that's a double tap one. This note's really easy to forget, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna keep it at 30, so I'm gonna go ahead and heal once. And the reason I keep my cursor top left is just for the same exact reason as the other one that we just did. It just makes it to where we can hold forward and spam F without having to worry about our cursor flying across. There's a heal just to the left here. You can dip in this part, grab that heal there. This dude probably is gonna hit you. You can block him if you want. There's a coin right here in this corner. And then here, we're gonna kind of run out wide. Block if you have to. And I'm gonna heal again. We have a lot of heals. Now this part we're at 30 FPS, so we can just squeeze past him. And I just run out wide here. Okay, that went incredibly well. What the majority of the time what happens there is the elite molded before the fat one usually hits you, or hits me rather, and he staggers me, and then it gives the fat molded enough time to puke on me. But that went really well. We're able to squeeze past nicely.
Ethan.
Okay, we have control of Ethan now.
Okay,
You have 2 coins left to grab. This one here, and then there's one in the little sludgy, muddy area. And then we'll be done with the coins, and then all we have left is 1 steroid, some baubles, and 5 notes. We good to go for the 100% stuff. So crouch into this. After you crouch, you can just kind of spam sprint over and over, and it'll pick you up and start sprinting at the same time. And the last coin of the run is right here, just to the right there. And the next thing we got to do, or collectibles, is shoot a bobble, which is this is an easy one to forget here, because it's kind of, depending on where you shoot it from, it's kind of behind you sometimes. So it's really easy to bypass. Okay, so we have, I think, 1 neuro and 1 flame round still from Jack 3 fight that we didn't use, which is good. It'll help for this section. But when you come through here, there's a neuro round right here you want to grab. And then we can grab this solid fuel. And then I'm going to go ahead and save. But yeah, just ignore the save section. But yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to go left up, and then we're going to grab heals, ammo, skip the crank. You don't need that. Grab more ammo, heals, and guns, like so. Okay, that looks good. And now when we leave this room, what I like to do is shoot this bobble from here, so that way it's more in front of me. Alternatively, you can come out here and shoot it. Now this part is one where I like to go 60. It might be a placebo, but it seems to help a little bit. Get your shotgun ready though. Okay, I'll walk past the first molded here. Don't do anything, and then I shoot this one. I shoot this one. Interact with the button, and I take this path here. I swing out wide, and I come in from this left side, and then I interact. And that usually works out nicely. Now what you want to do here is move this up. I want to move this here, this here, this here. You can delete the coins if you want, just to make more space. Move this out of the way, move my bullets maybe here, and there we go. It's about what our inventory looks like. You can shoot this bomb right here early, because you have a lot of time to just sit here and do nothing. And then we're still at 60. Get your shotgun ready and look down just a little bit, and once he's animated, pop him. You don't have to kill him, but there's some shotgun shells there to your right. I just keep it at 60 frame rate and just do a walking simulator for a bit. Once we get to this little cart, this train cart thing, we're going to interact with it as soon as we can, and then I'm going to swap my frame rate to 30, and I'm going to look at the mob coming at us to the right, and then I'm going to look away from him when he gets next to us. So let's see if this works. Usually it works out really nicely. So we push forward on the cart, and I look at this guy, and I look away now. Okay, and then I keep my shotgun ready, and then I go back to variable and shoot that guy. You don't have to kill him, you just need to, you want to knock him back. I go to variable to make that shot easier to pull off. If you keep it at 30, then it can be really hard to hit that shot. Then we shoot that trip mine there, and you can shoot this bobble from here if you want. Alternatively, you could come here and shoot it, either way, but make sure you shoot it. Here, there's a multi-page note, so tap and cancel. Gunpowder, if you want it. Steroid. Multi-page note, tap, cancel. Okay, we didn't cancel right. I don't know if we need that supplement there, do we? Maybe we do need that supplement. Note here, tap and cancel. Strong chem fluid, shotgun shells, multi-note, multi-page note, tap and cancel. And then here, we need to put in our serum thing or whatever. You can go ahead and pop your steroids now. Let's see what we have. We have one, how many neuro rounds do we have? We have one loaded. I'm gonna make more neuro rounds. Yeah, let's get this, make these. Okay. And then we pick this thing up, and there's one more note right there at the top that we need to read. So if you want, you can read that. You can double check it too. See, we have all the coins, 33 of 33, and we have all the files. If you want to double check right here, it's fine. If you pause this game during an actual run that you want to submit, and just like, if I just did this, for instance, during a run and just sat here, they would reject the run. But if you're checking it for retry, or pausing for retries to change graphic settings like VSync or frame rate, or if you're just checking your stats for like a time or double checking your pickups and stuff, like that's fine. If you pause it and go pee or something, then yeah, they'll reject it. So we have everything done here. Now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna grab this heal, and I'm gonna go ahead and save for the last time. And also we had that gunpowder, so I'm gonna go ahead and combine that like so. And yeah, we're ready to go. So I'm going to show the nice comfy strat for the end of the salt mine. So I'm gonna keep my neuro round selected like so. Make sure your shotgun's reloaded, and then reload your regular ammo. The regular ammo here is to shoot the trip mines, but have your shotgun ready for this part. You come here, crouch under about so, and then start spamming sprint to get up fast. And now we have several important shots to hit here. Best of luck. This guy you can shoot if you want, but you don't have to. You can slip past him on the right side. Hold on 1 second. I have a mad itch on my arm. Okay. Now, since you have 2 stabilizers, I like to shoot this guy and then reload. And then here, this guy is going to come around this corner right here. And I like to ADS and try and take my time to hit him in the face and one-shot him. Because if you hit him and you don't kill him instantly, he hits the ground and he slides down and pushes you backwards. It's the most annoying thing. So I try and take my time and hit the shot as best I can, but if I overthink it, I usually miss it anyway. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, exactly what I expected to happen. Just fucking ass. But you can see how disastrous that is to miss those shots. This guy you can just pop in the face, hopefully. This one I shoot the right guy in the face, and then I run past, and then about here I swap to 30. This is mostly just to push this fat molded out of the way so you can slip past him like this. Watch, you're just gonna drop down like this so. And what we're gonna do here is go back to variable. Okay, what I'm gonna do for this part is you hope that the moldeds both come at you aggressively and then puke, and then they're close together. That way you can shoot one neuro round and stun them both, kind of like the fat molded fight at the elevator and the Lucas section. You stun them both at the same time, and that gives you enough time to go up to the ladder and shoot the 3 trip mines, and then you have your neuro round reloaded already, and then you shoot them again and re-stun them, and then you do the climb, and that gives you enough time. If you do this part a little bit iffy, more than likely you're going to get puked on when you're at the top of the ladder, and you're going to fall all the way down, and then they're going to bend you over a coffee table, and it's going to be like prison for a while. So you don't want that to happen unless you do. So let's try this. So we went back to variable here after we pushed the fat molded out of the way. Now, again, we're going to stun them first. So hopefully they get lined up nice and neat. So you can actually shoot these guys between the legs right there. Go ahead and reload, and then we shoot bomb, bomb. There's a bomb right here. And then we stun them again. The thing is, make sure the blast radius, like, think about it, where it's hitting, and make sure that blast radius is going to stun both of them. And then we climb for our fucking lives. Okay, here, I actually want to reload to a flame rounds. And then keep your pistol ready after this. The flame round is going to be used for the Evelyn fight. But the last thing we need to do pertinent to 100% run, really, for items, is shoot this bobblehead. So trigger this, and then turn around and shoot the bobble, and then go to enhanced. And make sure you have shotgun ready, flame rounds ready, enhanced ready. And this point, if you want, you can double check your stats. Make sure you have all 4 steroids popped. You have both stabilizers. You have, like, you should have everything here. Like, that'll be 20 of 20 no matter what, pretty much. But yeah, make sure you have 33, 32, 2, and 4 at the very least. Otherwise your run won't count. But yeah, at that point of the run, everything should be done. Don't tap F here. The door will close in your face. Another thing, make sure you are in fact back at variable setting, Because the first Evelyn encounter here is really funky at low frame rate for some reason. Like, she does very primitive animations and it's hard to tell when she's exploding, so.
I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
Does it want
Whenever we get up to the attic, Evelyn's gonna explode the first time and it doesn't do anything to you. Her second explosion you have to block, and her third one, and so on and so on, you have to block.
to kill you?
The ideal situation is first one no block, second one block, third one block, and then and then you're done.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play.
By then you should be able to inject her.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
But honest to God, once you hit the top of the ladder and you've made it past the salt mine section, the run's basically over. There's nothing difficult to do at this point anymore. But I keep my handgun out for now so I don't accidentally bump the shoot button. So here, first explosion, nothing, and then get ready to block now. You can block early if you want to, and then block now. And I just beeline for her, and you don't have to spam F there or anything. It happens automatically that you inject her. Like most opening rotations, the rotation here is flame round, shotgun, shotgun, and then I do all of my enhanced ammo in her. I'm not gonna quick fire this strat, but you can if you know how to quick fire. The essence of quick firing is this. I have two binds for my fire button. So the one on my keyboard is Q. So I'm spamming Q pretty much as fast as I can, and then I'm ADSing back and forth, like kind of rhythmically. And that allows you to, it like resets the fire ability. You can come in this corner over here and grab this. There's shotgun shells and stuff, and then wait here, and then flame round, shotgun, shotgun, and then just shoot all of your enhanced into her. And then she should smack you right here. There we go. So that just makes it you don't have to reload. If you have a flame or neuro round left, you have 2 shotgun shells and then 10 enhance, and that way you don't have to reload any of your weapons. It's nice and clean. Here you can shoot Evelyn as much as you want. It doesn't do anything at the beginning. The only shots that matter are after she picks you up, and then the Albert shots. So I'm gonna get my pistol reloaded, and I'm gonna get my shotgun reloaded just in case. But really, as long as you have like, I'd say 4+ shots in your enhanced chamber or clip, then that's enough here. We're just gonna aim down right at her arm when she picks us up and shoot her 4 times. If you're good at quick firing, you can actually one cycle this part, which is really cool. It saves you like, I don't know, 8 seconds or something, which is really nice. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna aim down right and shoot her arm. That's it. And I'm gonna shoot her probably twice here. And then she's gonna smack me and smack me again. And then once we get control, we start spamming fire again. And she drops us after the 4th shot. And then here, once he says use it, you can start spamming F for the pickup. And something important here is I have Q bound for fire, and that's the only button I press here after I pick this gun up. I don't aim, I don't move my mouse, I just spam Q for the fire. And watch what happens. You can hear me spamming probably. So that's like a guaranteed 4-shot kill if you do that without aiming, which is really nice. Otherwise you might have to do 5 or more shots or something. Now the only thing you have to do here is make sure, it doesn't matter, you can watch all the cutscenes if you want. The main thing at this point is make sure you show the results screen, at least for a few seconds. That way the verifier can see everything. I mean, they're gonna go through and watch your pickups and stuff anyway as well, but it's just a nice thing to show. But you mainly want to show the IGT because the splits aren't going to be lined up perfectly with your IGT, so Yeah, you can skip all this shit. There's just like 3 things to skip here. There you go. So we can check. We see we got everything. That is it for this guide. As I said in the 80% one, if you watch that one, if you're using this just to trophy hunt, best of luck. And if you're using this to maybe eventually learn the speedrun, this is, I would say, a good stepping stone. This is a fairly comfy route, I would say, for something like Madhouse. But if you want to take it more seriously, you can look at my PB or whatever the current world record is, and kind of follow those strats. If enough people want it, I could make a more hardcore guide for this, a more tryhard guide, but for now we're just sticking with something comfy, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching and best of luck if you do decide to run this.